Hey, everybody.
Hasta mis rodillas, rogando por favor, no me dejes solo en mi vida. Hasta mis rodillas, rogando por favor, no me dejes solo en mi vida. Tus ojos prohibidos siempre me vuelven loco. Una vez que los vea pequeño, tus ojos prohibidos siempre me vuelven loco. Una vez que los vea pequeño.
What's going on, everybody? What's up to my Dominican Route family? Hello, 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 everybody. Y'all give me the thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to everybody that's just on early. Carl, what's going on, brother? Always good to see you. Mr. Pepper, what's going on? Chris, Quan, what's going on, brother? We're going to have some fun today. Y'all, we are at what? 9,000 subscribers now. We're going to be getting close to 10,000 subscribers really, really soon. So y'all give me the thumbs up. Okay, Quan, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. We're going to have some fun today. I don't know if Rico's going to be back or not. I told him to take it easy. If he wants to come back, he can come back. But, he's doing better. But I told him he can come back whenever he wants to. Let's see if Nikki's up. Nikki, what's going on? Okay, she's having some technical difficulties right now, but we'll come back to her. Hey, y'all, so what's going on? I'm going to send my shout-outs. Shout out to Quan, 1993. Always good to see you, brother, in the house. Sa Baby, what's going on? Always good to see you. Traveling Gems, what's going on? Always good to see you. Love and peace and happiness to you also, brother. Pimp Boy, what's going on, man? We're going to have some fun. What's up, Coach? The thumbnail you have on here with the guy picking his nose. Hilarious. Yeah, I want to clown these clowns that's just having fun. So probably every year, once a year, we'll probably entertain these people. I try to have a good conversation with them, but then they start talking about black people are monkeys and big lips and leave our beautiful Latino women alone. Like, what are you talking about? If they stop saying all that stupid stuff, we could talk, but that's just how they are. So we're going to talk about that today. So anyway, hello to my baby, Dominga. She voted today. Y'all, they put a permanent marker on her finger. So she voted. Easy. What's going on? Kello K to you, brother. Always good to see you in the house, man. Shout out to all 15 people. Y'all hit that like button. We're just gonna freestyle. We're gonna have some fun today. Y'all tell me, 9,000 subscribers. 9,000 subscribers. Manuel is tearing it up right now, y'all. He's doing a great job. I mean, he's gonna get more people to interview. Manuel and Soul and just everybody. The channel's just growing fast. And I'm going to be talking to Darlene and Jasmine pretty soon. I talked to them. I'll give y'all an update on that. So, RA, what's going on, brother? Shout out to you. I saw you the other day on, who was that? I forgot. Somebody's live. I saw you on somebody's live the other day. Carl, send me the link. Okay, brother, I'll send you the link. Right now, we're just going to bring Carl up. And if any trollers want to come up from, what's that, Kim or whatever, they want to come up. As long as y'all don't say no racist stuff, I will let you talk and speak your mind. But only once a year, maybe we'll let them come up or whatever. But today, we're just talking about something. Like I said, guys, Rico said he might come up. He might come up. He might not. So anyway, all right, the crusty ass Rico is going to make appearance. I hope he does. I told him it was optional. Don't rush it, brother. Take care of yourself. He's out of the hospital, so he's doing good. He's doing good. Walter, what's going on, brother? What's up, Coach? I'm in your hometown, Baton Rouge. All right, shout out to my hometown, Baton Rouge. I'm from Glen Oaks, brother. I'm from Glen Oaks, GO. Um, not too far from Southern University. Be careful out there, man. Be careful. Be careful. Baton Rouge has gotten wild. It was wild when I was coming up, but it's really wild. All right, Cassie, shout out to you, sister. Shout out to you. So, anyway, let's talk about the trollers. I don't know why they troll. You know, I understand in trolling certain people's channel, but they just talk about the same thing. They have Rico on there a lot. They really don't talk about me too much, but they want to talk about dark skinned people, and uh, I wouldn't mind like him listening. Oh, yeah. Hold on one second. I wouldn't mind like listening to them, certain trollers, but they only talk about one race. They just talk about blacks. So um, I don't know why is that. You got you got stupid whites, you got stupid blacks, you got stupid Latinos, you got white people that get played all the time. You got black people that get played all the time. You got uh, Latinos that get played all the time. You have all these people getting played, but you only want to focus on one group of people. And then they talk about uh, uh, children all the time. You got to be a sick person if all you talk about is children and saying nasty stuff about children. That's sick. If that's in your mind, that's all you talk about. That's all you got. So children and blacks, children and blacks, children and blacks. That's all you talk about. You got to be a sicko to talk about that. That's what I see on the channel all the time. We have y'all pray for the children, the Siamese twins. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. They said, Rico say don't say Siamese twins. He said, y'all help me out. What is it called? When they're connected, they're together. They're not doing too well. They're in the hospital. I'm gonna go visit them. I'm gonna go visit them pretty soon. Somebody help me out with that. Okay, I'm gonna drop that link pretty soon for you. Uh, while I drop this link, y'all tell me what it's called when the kids are. I hate trollers. I do too, sister. I hate trollers. Uh, they can be in real life on the internet. So true. Okay, RA says black people are hated globally. That's true, brother. This is a form of of slavery, and it's supported by the institutions. We can't concern themselves with their ignorance. That's true. Love yourself and your family. So win-win. My channel is growing so fast, it's starting to be more and more trollers. So I'm giving them today to kind of come in and talk about something. Now, oh, that's it. Ahmed, thank you so much, brother. I see you on the channel sometimes. We really don't get a chance to talk, but some stuff you be dropping, man, it be some gems, it be some wisdom. Conjoined twins, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So y'all pray for the conjoined twins, the girls. We're gonna be going to see them pretty soon. Their birthday is coming up. They have a hard life. So they're in the hospital. Speaking of Rico, the man of the hour, we so good to see you, brother. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? Who's this in the back?
That's Nikki.
Oh, okay. Let's see, Lanky.
Yeah,
okay.
She's doing something right now. So but anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling much better, in great shape. Been on my super fitness kick since I came home. Went out on a nice 7-mile walk with my younger brother this morning. Got like 20,000 steps in, basically doing everything the doctor told me to do. And a big part of it is taking care of your health, and exercising and eating right.
No, that's right, brother. You're right, but
should have been doing it, but unfortunately, it takes a scare sometimes to wake our hard-headed ass up.
That's right. And I appreciate you talking to me too. Hey, tell us what happened if you don't mind, like sharing, like what you feel and kind of give us the rundown.
It was basically I had been having chest pains for like maybe 6 or 7 days before, and then Monday I went into work, and I always described it as like the chest pains I was having was like 4 out of 10. Being a man, oh, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I just need to give a little bit of time. Thinking it was heartburn, indigestion, because I'm like, I didn't want to go to the doctor. I never want to go to the doctor. It always takes a serious event because it's that. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's just like
look what Quan said. You got to leave those Baltimore crabs alone. They got some good crabs or something in Baltimore. I don't know about that.
Yeah. It is good. And so basically the biggest thing in the short story was I got to work and I was having like the chest pain elevated up to like a 6. Gotcha. So I said, okay, fuck this. I need to go get this checked out because I got my trip coming up in a few days. So
right. Are you still going?
Hell yeah, I got tickets. Hell yeah, got plane tickets. So
what's up, Carl? What's going on, brother?
Good to see you, Rico.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Yeah, so basically when I went into, we got urgent care here. So it's like, okay, instead of trying to call my doctor and she's talking about she see me next week, let me just go to the urgent care. They got them, they got out like outpatient clinics.
Right.
They'll see you right away.
Right.
When I got in there, they was like, we think you having a heart attack. I'm like, but I wouldn't, from what I've never had, so I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm really expecting them just to give me a prescription and send me home.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. And the next thing you know, it's like, call the ambulance. I was like, are you fucking serious? Because I wasn't tired. I wasn't out of breath, but I had this consistent chest pain. Right. And then of course, when they did the EKG, they was like, that shit's off the chart. And they was doing the blood work. So that's when they was like, nah, So when I left from there, the ambulance did the same thing. And they were still telling me the same shit. Oh, we're gonna put these shock pads on you. So they put the shock pads on me. Like if my heart stopped, and I'm like, that's when it started dawning. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are serious.
Wow.
Being a man, you don't. And again, I still wasn't experiencing anything. I thought, but then again, I never had a heart attack, so I don't know what the fuck it feels like.
Right.
I mean,
let me say this. Let me say this real quick, and Nikki, chime in if you can. But sometimes I have like chest pains and it be hurting in here sometimes, but I'm like, and then it'll go away, then it'll come back. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I'm like, man, am I having a heart attack? What's going on?
Get that shit looked at. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's probably a combination of anxiety, and then it could be something else. We don't know. Like Rico said, have it checked out because I have felt that sometimes, so I know what you mean.
Right.
So
go ahead, Carl. Carl's about to say something. Go ahead.
I can say all that too, because that happened to me one time. I remember one time I came home from work and I was just like, just chilling. All of a sudden I started getting this chest pain. And it was persistent. It lasted a long time. I thought I was having a heart attack. Probably was. So what I did, and it lasted for not 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So what I decided to do is, you know what? Let me go outside. I'm going to go walk around. I went walk around the lake. As soon as I did walk around the lake, pain went away. Whatever that was, gone. Never came back. Just wait. So
that anxiety.
Heart attack.
But it still could have been an event that stops, because sometimes, when I was talking to the doctor, they like sometimes you can have like a very mild or a small one that will self-correct. So it still needs to be looked at. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, when it would hurt, I gotta go take a walk. I need to position myself. And then once it goes away, I don't need to get it checked out. It's like, no, you still need to get it checked out
Hey, Rico, she don't want to be on. She don't want to be on camera, but she said, Dominga said hello.
Oh, okay. Tell her I say hello.
So,
Hey.
Nikki.
Hello. Hola,
Yeah.
Dominga.
Anyway, yeah, and she's good. Okay, yeah, go.
So that's the big thing. And then, of course, when I ended up in the emergency room, they ended up going up in my heart, putting the dye and all that. And they're checking the main 3 arteries. And one of them, it was blocked, but it was blocked at 50%. So they was expecting they was going to have to put a stent or a balloon in, but they don't do that unless it's 70% blocked, because they don't want to do it. If it's 70%, they have to open up the artery. But since this was 50, he was like, okay, let's treat it with medication. And then there was a little artery at the bottom of the heart that was blocked 80%, but it's too small for a stent or a balloon. So he's like, we're going to keep you here in the hospital. We got to get your blood pressure down. We got to get your cholesterol down. Got to get all this shit down. And then we got to get the pain resolved. And then after that, we'll let you go home. And so they sent me home with all this shit I got to start taking for the rest of my life. So, you know, just like you get, so it's blood thinners, blood pressure medication, cholesterol, all kinds of stuff. So I was like, I just got to start taking this shit and you know, not be as hard headed and you know, pay better attention. But it was a wake up call. And my thing is, you know, it got me for the most part. Prior to COVID, I used to be very active. I used to work out a lot. I used to run because I liked it because it's good. It's more than just exercise. It's a good stress reliever. So I used to do it. But since COVID, we went to that 2-year lockdown. I became very sedentary. Right. And I've been telling myself for the last, put on weight. I've been telling myself for the last year, I'm like, all right, I got to knock this shit off. I got to lose some weight. I need to lose about 40 pounds. I need to, you know, get back going. And, you know, but I got stuck in that space of not like everybody has. And I was like, this is the fault for me. When COVID let up, I should have got my ass back to working out, back to doing the stuff that I was doing before. And I just didn't. But after Monday, I was a kick in the ass. Said, you better get your ass up and get to going, bro.
Right. That's it. Yeah. And it's tough sometimes. Hey, real quick, y'all, this, you know, the Siamese, the conjoined twins are not doing good. They're the only conjoined twins in the Dominican Republic. And y'all pray for them because I'm going to go try to see them. They're in the hospital. One baby is not doing well and kind of pulling the other baby down. Yeah. So, Nikki, I just wanted to let you know, we were supposed to go see the conjoined twins when you was here, Nikki, but we just kind of, but I'll keep y'all posted with that. So,
okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that is so good. Hey, so we're going to have some fun today. Rico, we needed you last week. Me and Nikki, we held it down. Carl held it down. But they was trying to troll hard.
You knew what last Sunday was, right?
What?
Mother's Day.
Oh yeah. That's
and my wife's a mother. That's okay, right. She a little bit more important to me. So I was like, I'm not about to step on her damn day. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I try to say like certain days is like, bruh, it's Mother's Day.
But hey, my mother, Dominga, I said
is later this month. Right. Hey, so you need to be taking her somewhere and celebrating her on their Dominican Mother's Day.
Well, I called my mom and told her Happy Mother's Day, so I was finished.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just playing. I wasn't even thinking about that, but
yeah, that's why I was like, nah, this is Mother's Day. Nah, I'm not about to start a fight. Hell no.
Y'all said, and let me tell you, and Nikki said this. Y'all said as the channel grow, we just hit 9,000 subscribers. You're gonna start getting more trollers. And shout out to Carl and Nikki and you for we're growing fast and Manuel's doing a great job, but the trollers are just there, man. They just say stupid stuff too, but they say let me say this real quick. I'll let y'all comment. They say the same thing. Look at you, you're around those kids, and look how black you are, and go hang out with your own black, date your own black people. They say the same two things all the time. We love supporting kids and children on the channel. We have our orphanage we partner with. We do all that stuff, but they say the same two stupid things. Look at you with another kid. Like what? Like that's all you got to say? Like so anyway.
The guy Kim123, who's your main troller, he's always doing a reaction to this channel. He's probably right now doing a reaction to it right now. He is wildly racist and very fucking anti-black.
But listen to this. Okay, I know he might be. I have listened to him a couple times. But why? It's so many white people and Latino people that get tricked out of their money, and we show all of it. We show
he's anti-black. He's anti-black.
I know, but we talk about black, white, green.
You don't have to rationalize anything for him. He is anti-black.
Okay.
But not only that though, Rico. Did you see the show where he got to talking junk about other Latinos as well?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that one.
Say it again, Nikki. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Oh yes, he got to talking junk about other Latinos as well.
What?
So he's an equal opportunity hater.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He is not equal opportunity. He's not.
Unless he changed recently.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Now, this video that I saw is no older than 4 months old. Okay. The video that I saw, and I will send it to you guys. He is talking about how I cannot remember exactly what he said, but what I loved was that in the comment section there were other Latinos that were saying to him, well, good God, you literally hate everybody. You hate us and we're Latino, you're Latino. It doesn't make any sense. Who then do you like? He's just an idiot. But does he hate blacks the most? Of course. But he also hates on his own.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why it's clear to me and exceptional. See, so right now he's gonna be sitting there. We're 4 black people on this panel talking about black people, and he's gonna say, look, first of all, he can't stand the name of the channel, the Dominican. He just can't stand the name of that. I'm telling you, he's fucking sick in the head.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
I think he has a problem because I think he's struggling with his sexual identity. Because I hear a lot of that in there. Why I say he's anti-black and he hates black people is the one criticism that he makes about black people I have yet to hear make about others. He call us ugly all the fucking time. He don't say those ugly white people or the ugly Asians or he describes all black people as being ugly, the women being ugly. So it's the descriptions that he specifically
And remember, last time he had him on, he said, look at your lips, man. Look at your lips.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not equal because he don't speak about other people he hates. He don't call them ugly.
Right.
He don't say nobody wants to be with their women. He doesn't say that. So don't get this motherfucker a pass like he's not being hella racist to black people.
I don't think Nikki was trying to give him a pass. I don't think
there was no pass given.
But now, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying is let's not overlook the racism in what he says. He's fucking racist. So when I saw somebody in the comment say, oh, but a lot of Dominicans, they like him and they follow. Okay, they can follow whoever they want. That's fine. I don't care. I'm open to criticism and critique, but know who you following. So if because he said something about me, oh, there's Rico that he never has anything good to say about the Dominican Republic. I said, find one thing where I've ever said anything bad about it. So his criticism, I wouldn't mind. It just make no damn sense. He hates that the name of the channel Dominican Route. He hates that you're fucking in the country. Something that stupid. And then he says all this stuff. I'm like, okay, when you gonna start calling white people ugly? When you gonna start calling Asian people ugly? Because you got videos of these guys talking about dating Latinas, but you're not calling them ugly. You're not calling them stupid. You say, oh, we worship Latinos, But why do we have to then be ugly and stupid and the other people are not? Because you are a fucking racist and you hate black people.
Right. We're the dominant race and they don't like us. It's like Quan said it. We're the dominant race. Nobody don't like us, man. It is what it is.
But that is also a byproduct of is fucking white supremacy, and he subscribes to that bullshit.
Yeah.
So I just want all the people that's listening to him and co-signing, because somebody said on your comments, I saw, oh yeah, a lot of Dominicans, they agree with him because of stuff that black people say about Dominicans. I was like, what the fuck does black people say about Dominicans? What do they say? I would love to have the conversation. So I know they're listening.
Right, we took him down. Remember the last time we took him down? Troy was up here. He started calling people a monkey.
No. But see, John, here's the thing: don't near motherfucker come up on this platform unless their face is showing like us.
Well, two of them came up last Sunday, but they had a mask on. Like
they didn't come up. You brought them up.
No. I didn't bring them up at all. I just saw them in the back.
Oh, then fuck them.
Yeah.
If they want to have a conversation,
I listened to you, Rico. You told me, you said. So I said, if you show your face, we'll bring you up. And they just stayed there. Me and Nikki just saw them sitting back there the whole damn time.
Yeah, have a good day. Because the thing is, have the courage and the balls to be the man and put your face behind your statement. Don't hide anonymously like a little bitch.
He wrote something on a piece of paper. He said, I cannot show my face because of my job.
Then you don't have nothing to say. Then you don't have nothing to say. Then you don't have. That's the same excuse that all these motherfuckers do. He don't want people to see the face of him spewing because he spewed all that fucking racism. So either have the balls and come up here and put your face on your anti-black racism, or shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's it. But he is never called.
Amazing. But let me say this, and I know he's racist, but me and Nikki talk about it all the time. We, the Dominican Route channel, we give back to the kids in the community more than anybody in the Dominican Republic, any YouTube channel. Now, you can't name a YouTube channel out there that helps the kids out in the community more than the Dominican Route. You can't name it.
He sure don't. You don't see him helping nobody. Nowhere. Right. Nobody, nowhere do you see him helping. Nowhere.
Right. Easy.
So
what's going on?
Well, I think, honestly, guys, in my opinion,
hey, what up? What up?
Hey.
What's up, Easy? I think it's a situation where this guy was bullied by a black person in high school or middle school.
Yeah, I think, and he has like let me say this real quick, Easy and Nikki. He has like a list. He talk like Shay Shay or like Shannon Sharp a little bit. So he might have been bullied because he kind of like he talk like this right here.
But my thing is this is the one thing. Here's the thing. I will say some of his criticisms he's correct. He just goes to the extreme. So I would be willing to say, hey, Kim, I'll have the conversation with you because I don't think any of us are above criticism and we don't do everything right. And everything ain't perfect.
Right. I agree.
He can call out some questionable things. Even the shit he cried at you about the kids, John, I told you on the back end, hey, be careful because this is how they're going to try to make it look.
Right.
Be careful because this is what motherfuckers will do to try to put you in a trick bag to try to make you look more nefarious than what you really are. And you got to be careful.
Be careful. Nick, everybody tells me, even my family, just be careful. I mean, but
we know. Look,
wait, hold up. Easy was about to say something. Go ahead, Easy.
Yo, Rico, I'm glad to see you doing well. You gave me a scare for a minute.
Thank you, sir. And
I can see you just about made a damn full recovery. You ain't holding back. No, man, listen.
He got a haircut too.
I did for my
Well, listen, let me tell you. Some of these people make a living by commenting on other people's channel and other people's content. And that's all they really got going for themselves. I call them the bottom feeders of the internet.
Yeah.
They can't come up with anything original. They can't come up with anything that's going to hold someone's imagination or keep their attention. So they got to go somewhere where they see something good going on and try to be the person that stirs the pot to get some attention. And I agree with Rico. If anybody wants to come on and debate, they have to show their face. Not just a picture, but they have to show their face. Now, they have to show their face and then put up a picture of their face if they don't want to keep their face up like it is now.
Well,
Because you can't just have people trolling.
We had a guy last Sunday. He had all of that stuff. He didn't show his face. He had his glasses on. He said, I'll show my face to you real quick. And he pulled his face down and showed it. He said, I really want to talk to you guys and tell you guys the truth. And he had like a little piece of paper and he wrote it. He said, please put me up on the platform.
Let me tell you this. My only exceptions are like for people like Easy. I know Easy. I've seen
exactly
hundreds of times. So it's not required. But Kim and his little crew that want to come over here and be these trolls, no, you got to show your face and keep it up just like mine is. Because when you say something crazy, yes, it's going to be recorded. Like you are doing us. He does that. He's going to do it right now. Anything you say, look at what this Negro says. Look at what the dumb Negro says. That's how he talks about us.
Yeah, I went to a channel for 20 minutes. I couldn't take it. There's nothing there. There's nothing of substance there.
Every time he says Negro, it is so effing annoying.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Nikki. Yeah, and it's like you said, Easy. It's nothing there. And he talks about, he just says, he's like, oh, my God, like you guys need to get a life. Why don't you date your own people? And he just says that over and over again. It's just nothing there. It's just nothing there. So, what'd you say? Have you listened to it? Have you listened to it?
All of them came from us. All of them.
That's right. All of them.
Through us.
That's right. So that's right. Yeah. And it's amazing.
Talk to the mom and the father.
I guarantee you his mom probably been with some black people, but that's what he probably mad about.
Well, I already told you guys that his sister, that's all she does is sleep with black guys, or date black guys or whatever. Let me not say sleep with, because I don't know this lady and I don't want to disrespect another female or anyone for that matter. And I do now feel a little bit bad that I said that before, not thinking of her, only thinking of, getting my lip back on him. But I think that his sister, in fact, loves black men and is involved with black men. I think that's the more respectful way to say that. And I think he cannot stand it because it makes him feel less than.
How do you know his sister is involved with black men?
There's a young lady who is his ex-girlfriend, and it's a proven fact that she's his actual ex. She did a whole dissertation on their relationship, and
I'll send you a video, Easy, when we get out.
Please do. Yeah.
And so a lot of what his ex had to say about him made a lot of sense as to why he feels what he feels about black people. He's very much envious. He's very jealous. I think for him, when he sees that his sister's going out with black guys, it makes him feel that him being a Latino was not good enough, which is sad because that's her preference. That says nothing about him, but people who have a low self-esteem and who don't love themselves, naturally, they're going to focus on others. They're going to continue to compare themselves to others. When a person has a high self-esteem or a healthy self-esteem, they're never comparing themselves to anyone else because it's for what? It doesn't matter. When you know that you're your own star player.
That's a great point, Nikki. That's a great point. You're
not, and like I mentioned in my book, my sister and I are going to be putting out in about 2 months. One of my quotes that I wrote in the book was, when you have your own shit, you're not worried about nobody else's shit. And that is real, right? When you got your own woman, you ain't worried about another man's woman. When you have your own money, you're not worried about anyone else's money.
That's right.
Exactly. Amen to that.
Easy, real quick, man. Please call me when we get off the live. I need to talk to you about something personally. Okay?
Okay. Hey, and listen, I hope it's about the Knicks losing because I'm happy they lost.
No, it's about something else. It's not bad and it's not
Okay,
good.
I
I
know.
just, yeah. It's not bad.
I
I
was
want to talk
joking.
about. No,
All right,
I don't even keep up with that doggone basketball and stuff. I don't have
I just want to
cable.
throw it in there because I got some friends and family members who are big Knicks fans and they boo-hooing right now.
So the Knicks
Neither
lost.
one of them.
The Knicks
Yes,
lost.
neither one of them. Yes, Game 7 at home.
Gotcha. Oh my
So
goodness.
I hope that I want also all the Knicks fans out there get you some tissue.
Yeah. So hey man, it's like so what now now when I get comments, y'all, Carl and Nikki, uh and I get comments, man. It be some sick comments, man. I hear, and like I immediately erase them and then I block that person. But it's like it never runs out. It's like I don't know if they have different. I don't know if they have different like login
Accounts.
names or accounts or whatever. But it's crazy. Like they say some sick-minded stuff to our orphanage kids. They say even the conjoined twins. They say some sick-minded stuff toward them. So every time I look on the comments, I got to go through them and erase them and delete them because they got sick-minded people in this world just say stupid stuff.
Yeah, the mind just feed
So,
on that.
and I don't know if it's they coming after the Dominican Route channel or they just hate black people or they don't have nothing to do and they just sickos. I don't know what it is, but it's just they just say some sick stuff. How do you even think about something like that to say that and put that in the comments? And I report some of them. I make sure I report them. Hopefully it helps out, but I don't know what it does. But it's some sick stuff, and that's why we had to like really limit ourselves from showing the kids' faces on at the orphanage because they were saying they want to be with some of the little kids and stuff like that, and the mom, the owner of the orphanage, like they were reading that stuff and they said, "Hey, please limit yourself from because these kids are watching that and they saying nasty stuff toward these orphanage kids, and they already went through a hard time being sexually abused and their parents
Wow.
leaving them and dropping them off and half of their faces burned because their parents burned their face." And then you're gonna say some sick stuff like this, and they're happy to see themselves on the YouTube channel. They were like, we was on the YouTube channel, and then they read in the comments and they say they see sickos from the United States or from wherever they from to say some stupid stuff. So that's what frustrates me the most when you're trying to help people out, trying to help the Dominican Republic, trying to help these children out, and then you hear sickos say some stupid stuff. All the other stuff, you can talk about me all you want to. You can call me gay. You can call me a fag. You can call me I hate black people. You can call me whatever you want to. You can tell me whatever you want to about me. I don't care. I'm gonna laugh at it. I know what I am. But when you come after these children, it really disturbs me.
Well,
Right.
listen here. Here's the deal. In my opinion, what I think is happening is they're purposely doing this and they're not even being serious. What they're trying to do is just make things bad when you're trying to do something nice. You understand?
Right.
So they're trying to
Like Mr. Pepper just said, trolls love attention. Yeah, but go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all they're trying to do is make it look like the bottom line is, hey, I want everyone to stop watching this channel because John is a perv and he's doing perverted things. So let me come on and pretend to be a pervert and say I want to touch these boys and do these things to these kids. I don't think that's obviously real. Like, what adult is really going to do that? These perverts are on the black market. They're on the no, not the black market. What is it called? The dark web.
Right.
Doing all that kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That listen, I'm a woman, all right? I'm a detective, so I know the psychology of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know how to be super duper sneaky, and that's what they're doing. That's all
Right.
it is.
And my thing, this what I don't understand. Like I said, when he does this shit, and again, you're absolutely right about that, Nikki. like I said, I will not leave off of it because it's in all his video how much he hate black people. He's like, the niggers, they tear up the Negroes, they tear up their neighborhood, they do this, they do it. Nobody wants to be around. I mean, he says all this white supremacy. He says it nonstop on every video. Then he's trying to make this position towards you about you being a danger to the children. If you think he's a danger to the children, call the fucking government and report him.
Exactly.
You think making YouTube videos, so you think the man is out there messing with kids. I know what I'm gonna do to save him. I'm gonna make a YouTube video. You understand how fucking stupid that is? Pick up the phone, call the government. You think you're gonna be messing with Dominican kids, and Manuel and Junior, who are both Dominican men, are going. I mean, it's so
like that,
so
right? Like they're gonna
stupid.
co-sign it. Exactly. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Yeah, like,
but I just wanted to be called out so people can hear. So is he gonna clip me? Then call my wife ugly? I don't give a fuck. She ain't gotta be beautiful to you.
right.
So here's the whole point. And we know you don't have no woman because we don't know if you even like women. But the fact of the matter is, I am open to having a discussion. You know, I'm old. You should be somewhere playing with your grandkids. Playing grandkids. I got grandkids. Why you ain't got kids? Your dick don't work? I don't know. Right. My point is this: make the complaint about something legit, or fucking report us.
They don't want to. They don't. Yeah, but they don't say nothing. We say nothing. But why they don't go to these guys about what we say? You can't. Hold on, Rico. Why they don't go to these guys that show ass and titties all the time?
They ain't gonna do that. They want to tear your shit down, and that's the only thing I can tell you is to continue to tell you is that there are some things that even outside of his weirdo ass, where we don't want anybody to look at an innocent act and people like, you know, because I'm like, I can see where sometimes people will jump the gun. So I always say, okay, let's just be a little bit more sure.
Yeah, you do.
Pull back, even though we all know you're not doing anything. They don't know you like we know you.
Right.
They don't. So
it make you look bad.
Yeah, and it, you know, I have a soft. My parents had foster kids, and we adopted three girls from New Orleans, and that's why I got in foster care. And I fostered like 350 kids, and I adopted one. And my heart really goes out to children, and to see, like, I'll give you an example. Two sickos came on. Now Jordan jumped on the bed and then jumped in my chest. And Domingo said, "Let me get a picture of that. Let me get a picture of that," because he loves Grandpa. He loves Grandpa. He jumped on my chest, and he was looking at me like this right here. And they said, and so let me finish. And Domingo posted it, because Domingo posts some photos also. They said, "Look at him. He's so sick. Look at this sicko. This is what I want to tell you. He's laying on my chest,
John. But this is what you're not. This is what you're not seeing, right? Mm-hmm. They're seeing a little Dominican baby on that Negro. Period. And this is what I didn't think about it like this. This is what he is, and he's sitting over there. Look at him. That's not even his baby. He's not the real grandfather, right? Because see, KM ain't never did a motherfucking thing for another child. That sorry motherfucker never did a single thing for a child in this earth. So he can't understand people of good intention. We do things it doesn't require to be our blood children.
Right.
That's a simplistic thing. He don't want you doing anything for Jordan. But the funny thing about it, this is the part that he misses. You've done more for Jordan than his biological grandfather.
That's right.
You've done more for Jordan than his daddy.
Right.
But you got to remember something.
So yet you're crying about protecting these children when they're being supported and protected and provided for, and you're complaining because you know what he wants? He want to see Domingo out there with nothing like before.
Right.
That's what he wants. He wants her to be doing bad with Jordan. Because you know, and we all know he wasn't being supported by the people that should have been supporting him. You stepped in and filled the gap, a huge fucking role. He wants you to stop. So who's hurting the kids? This motherfucker. He wants you to
Yeah.
stop with the kids in the orphanage.
And he was
Well,
we dropped him off the other day. He was crying because he wanted to go play baseball with me and go swimming with me. So we have built that, and it's like they don't like that. They don't like that. Like this.
He doesn't like it.
Right.
Dominga and Saul and Crystal are fucking fine with him and say fuck him.
Right.
Hey,
Yo,
yo,
go ahead,
hey,
DM,
yo,
Mar, what's up,
yo,
bro?
yo, excuse me. Hey, Rico, welcome back, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, who are y'all saying he? I keep hearing y'all saying he don't like it.
Rollers in general, but it's KEM, but it's
1, 2, 3.
one
You
got
gotta
Oh,
change.
man, that dude a troll, man.
Oh,
That dude been trolling for years, man. Forget him.
Yeah, he has. You're right.
You know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Somebody mentioned that we don't know his race. We do know his race. He's Latino. And he talks about that on the channel. I think it might have been RA that said it.
I'm not sure though.
No, y'all. He's been trolling Andrew, the Andrew show. He's been trolling him for years, man. That dude don't like African Americans talking to Dominican women. You know what I
Any
mean?
Latino women. You're right.
Any
DMR.
Latino women. You're right.
Yeah, he's a dead troll, man.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to DMR, man. I'm gonna be seeing you pretty soon, man. I'm gonna pick him up at the airport. We're gonna
God willing, brother. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see all y'all down there. You know, I would love to see Rico and Nikki and all y'all, Manuel and all y'all. You know what I mean?
What month are you going?
Next month.
Next month.
June. Dang. I'll be back at the end of July, early
Oh,
August.
wow.
Dang.
Well, probably next time, you know what I mean?
Are you going in the middle or the end of June?
I don't like to say Rico.
Don't give it an exact date. Is it?
Don't give it.
Beginning of the month, middle or the end? Just the area.
It's kind of. I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I don't like to give exact dates to them.
Okay,
I'm the same way.
If I can speak to you off this,
Okay, that's fair.
Hey, real talk. You gotta watch Rico. He'll beat and came up in your house and everything and stole your stuff. That's how you gotta watch him, man. You gotta watch him.
What KM say? You gotta watch the Negro. You gotta watch the Negro.
Because last time I let Rico into my apartment, I was missing like a 60-inch screen.
You gotta watch the Negro.
Jesus Christ.
And
KM told y'all you gotta watch the Negro, them ugly Negroes.
And I think he stole my George Foreman grill.
Yep. I wouldn't put it past them. Those Negroes.
Now you know you crazy for that one.
It's got a good home. I make a lot of sandwiches.
That's right. Nikki crazy.
But KM 123 is probably one of the worst. He's not the only one, but again, like dealing with trolls, period. You know, I try to sit there and say, like, I don't have a problem with criticism. So when people watch these videos, these lives, we want them to comment and say if somebody says something crazy, address us. Don't run from it. And don't think you got to support everything we're doing, because for me, I think like in that space, so it could be a criticism that we could learn from.
Right.
And it'd be like,
like, what are we missing?
I don't want to push off. Oh, they just hate it. I don't do that. They hate it. No, he's fucking racist. That's my issue with K123. It's not his criticism. He is outright fucking.
But you did say he had some good points on certain things.
He does. So I'm not gonna say that he's all the way wrong. He goes to the extreme, and he's consistently anti-black and a fucking racist. And he said, so all the supporters of him, okay, you better understand all that racist shit that he done said out his mouth. The Negro is dumb. The Negro is ugly. The Negro tear up their neighborhood. He said all those things.
Do you think that he would admit, if Andrew Wynn a conversation ever had, that he would just come straight out and say, hey, you know what?
I am a racist. Do you
No,
think he
he
would come
wouldn't,
out
man.
and say
Well,
that?
I
No.
would like, but see, the like thing is, I would like him to say that, cause see, I like to know where you stand at. You see what I'm saying? The most dangerous people are the people that smile with it, you know, and they smile with it. So
For me, it would be nice if he said it, but I don't need him to say it.
right,
He said it
okay,
in so many other ways.
Because you
right,
already know.
right,
He
right.
said it in so many
He's
other
going
ways.
to-
You can't, right? You can't say you just calling black people ugly, but all the other guys, you don't call the white ones ugly. You
Right.
don't call the Asian ones ugly. You're critiquing their video. You're not calling them dumb. You're not calling them ghetto. Only the black ones. You're fucking racist.
And I have seen some videos where it was some stupid black people getting taken out of all their money, but
It's stupid people in every fucking
everywhere.
race.
That's
Right,
what I'm about to say. They got stupid white people. They
Right.
got people everywhere. That
He
do
knows
stupid
that
things,
shit.
but he don't.
He
Yeah.
knows that. That's
We
why I
don't,
said
we don't, that's like the Dominican Route saying, "Hey Rico, hey Carl, hey DMR, we just gonna show all the stupid white people. We ain't gonna show the stupid black people."
Coach, he knows this. He knows.
You know, like-
He knows that there are stupid people of every race. He knows there are Hispanic guys that's coming from New York that's going to the DR getting fucking finesse. Even other Dominicans. I had Dominican friends from New York City like, nah, man, you can't trust them. Blah 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 blah. So it's like, the fuck is you talking about? So
Yeah, he's up.
they say he says what he wants, but he is fucking an outright racist. And I don't want any black person of color to ever think he's not, or let him say, well, I'm saying it because of this. No, you're fucking racist.
Hey, yo, man, look, right. This is the position that I take now that I'm getting older, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to get real emotional about that kind of stuff. But what I'm going to do for him, and I do this because I'm older, I'm going to pray for him. I'm going to hope that he come around from that, because that could cause him some harm with the wrong people. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna basically pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him because I'm an older man at this stage of the game. You see what I'm saying?
And you peace. Dr.
Right.
HP, what's going on?
So,
I love that, brother. So let's ask the Dominican. That's a great point, DMR. Junior, what's going on, brother? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Junior?
Junior, you muted. Maybe you muted.
You kind of in and out.
I'm frozen. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you frozen.
Okay,
brother.
we can hear you. Yeah, you want to drop down and we bring you right back up? Because that's sometimes unfreeze.
We don't. This whole panel, we don't like Dominican people. That's why we don't want you up here. We don't.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, John. You brought him up to make him look bad. You froze him out. You froze him out.
Yeah, that's
easy.
That's what it is.
That's why we like this easy.
No, but that's the crazy thing about it is that fool will be taking these videos and he repurpose them like this. He take everything we say out of proportion and make it, oh, look, and they don't like Latinos. They don't like, but it's hard for him because you do have Dominga. My wife is Hispanic. I'm like, he's mad about that. He's mad he married a Spanish woman. Like, your fucking mind.
Right.
But my thing is, Rico, if he's Latino, he's Spanish, he speaks Spanish, why can't he go get him one?
Right.
And keep him?
Right. Because he's a fucking.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get one, or at least one that look half decent, and keep him. So that's saying something about yourself.
Right.
Quan says, I checked him out. It looks like he just screen report card people and break them down. That's all he does.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a single video of his own. They're never on camera. So they say all this wildly racist shit, and then they don't want to show their face because then people will know that they said the shit. So that's my hope.
Hey, shout out, Junior. You're Dominican. We
What's going on?
We don't like Dominicans on the channel. We're gonna what's up, man? Go ahead.
How you doing?
Good, sir. Good to see you.
All
I'm
right,
not Dominican. I'm black.
Right. Right. It's like
Tired. Had a long day today.
man.
man.
Hey, quick question before we get started. Did you vote? Did you vote, Junior?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why?
I don't believe in politics, especially here in
Man, you could have wrote in Obama.
I only voted for Obama. That's the only president I voted for.
Hey, Martin Luther King marched in the Dominican Republic for you to vote.
But it's crazy there though, right? Like all the, is the voting over for today? Are they done with it?
It's over. It was over at 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
done with it.
Let me ask a question. When will
you
guys know who won?
I didn't want to say
When?
by tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you know about tomorrow.
But they might go into a second round. If they go a second round, you know.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it just depends.
I just don't. You know, they sell you a good game, but
right.
they always do the same thing.
Dominga voted, and I asked her who she voted for, and she said, "Don't you tell nobody on the Dominican Route channel who I voted for." I said, "Okay, baby."
Obama.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
She voted for Hillary.
Look, she showed that little finger though, didn't she?
Yeah, but I wonder why she doesn't want nobody to know who she voted for.
Yeah. Is it let me ask you this, Junior. Is it supposed to be
because it's something personal? It's personal.
It's personal, yeah.
But Junior, is it close? Like the poll in there? Is the race close?
Yeah, that they say
people.
That young
guy,
I
don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, what's the Dominga said that young guy he's like Adabel, AB. It starts with an A. His name
that's Abanata. He ain't fucking young.
Yeah, well, he's younger than the rest of them.
Okay.
Well, he 15, 20 years younger than the rest of them. So,
that's the guy that's the president
I don't know.
now.
I don't know. Like I said, I was
in
the streets working all day.
Yeah, who's the president now, Junior?
No, Abinadel. Abinadel is the president now.
Right.
I told you, Rico.
Yeah, he's running. He's the president now, and he's running for re-election.
Okay, gotcha. What's the other guy's name, Junior?
Yeah, he's running for re-election. Yeah.
What's the other guy's name?
You have Hernandez, Abel Martinez.
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
The president is going to be reelected because he's backed by America.
Yeah, that's what
pretty
they say.
much. Yeah.
And then he's been shipping out a lot of Haitians. They said he's shipped out more Haitians than any president ever. He been on it. And,
but they're gonna let him back in after the election. That's what it is. That's an election thing. When the election's over, I'm good. You let them back in.
Huh? They buy the votes.
Right. They do. That's the same thing. Like I said, we do here in the States. They deport all the Mexicans and all that shit. Then as soon as the election over, let them back in. Let them back in. We need
no. Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong this time. You're wrong.
Oh,
come on.
Watch.
Wrong. You watch. When my boy Trump get in there, it's gonna be a different story. They better get a ticket. They better get a vote. They better get a train, and they better get up out of here. They better get up out of here.
He's crying because he up in New York catching that hell.
You right, man. You see this crazy as we catching all these illegal immigrants?
It's crazy. But I tell you
all
what,
women kill.
If he don't get in, it's still gonna be crazy because they're gonna be trying to fight and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Are you gonna help them out easy if Trump lose? You're gonna be in there fighting?
Trump's not gonna lose. His polling is so high, even in swing states.
If he loses,
there's gonna be it's gonna be blood in the city.
Easy. Don't let me catch your ass down here in DC, my hometown.
I'm coming.
Get his ass.
Listen, I didn't go last time, but I'm coming this time.
Hey, Carl, I'm gonna be down there hitting Easy in the head. KM said you Negroes ain't no good. He was right.
Go ahead. DMR, we can't hear you, DMR. We can't hear you.
Hold on. All right. Now, yo, what y'all gotta understand is this, and I know all y'all know, because y'all like very, very smart. If Trump get in office, Joe Biden will sign a bill for the migrants to stay here anyway. So it's gonna be hard for him to deport every migrant. You see what I'm saying?
Can I respond? When you finish, let me respond, okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Let me tell you how this. Let me tell you how this works.
Okay.
When Trump gets in office, Biden could try to sign any bill before he gets kicked out.
Right.
Trump, as president, will be able to deport everybody who came in illegally.
Okay.
Except for those who right now, this is going to offend some people, except for those who were born in the country.
Okay.
So if a child was born in the country and their parents are here, it's going to be harder to kick those parents out.
Right.
Because that's based on birthright citizenship, which is the 14th Amendment, which was meant to apply to African Americans only. It wasn't meant to apply to everybody else. That was only for African Americans.
And they talking about,
but they took it and twisted it.
What'd you say, Carl?
They talking about getting rid. They talking about get
Okay.
rid of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, talk a little bit louder. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
I said they're talking about getting rid of that with what's they just said just now. They're talking about getting rid of that.
Birthright citizenship. Yes, Trump tried to get rid of it last time. In most countries, you don't have birthright citizenship. You have what's called earned citizenship. So you have to be born in the country, or at least one of your parents have to be a citizen.
Oh, okay.
That's hey, Easy.
That's how it is here.
I got a question, Easy. How your boy Trump gonna do that from jail?
Ain't gonna happen, baby. See, this is God working. This is God working. Just like they persecuted Dr. King, just like they persecuted Malcolm X, just like they persecuted Jesus. Trump gonna come on through.
They gonna walk that motherfucker out of there. I'm like, oh, you said the blacks we resonate with you. They about to treat your ass like a black. You about to be the most light-skinned Negro when they put that bracelet on your ass.
Yo, listen, it all backfired. It all backfired. They thought they was gonna take them down. Black people like, we've been there. We've been falsely persecuted. Bring it on.
That shit. I ain't defending them. Oh, speaking of, let me ask you guys this too while we're there before we get back on the little fucking weirdo. Oh, and Coach, I haven't seen you bragging about no more of your party stories.
Who? Oh, the
P. Yeah. What about your boy?
Oh yeah.
A lot of us went to the P. Diddy parties.
That's all, what about your man?
What I had to say about the P. Diddy party. Yeah.
Boy, you went to the P. Diddy party? Stop the press. Stop it. Stop it right now. I'll jack out the box on this one. Stop the press. Stop the press.
He sees what?
Why you know, Gabe, listen. I ain't had no coffee today. Look, wait a minute. I want to see this. This is how serious this is. You went to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah.
You went. Wait a minute. You went to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah.
When I was with the Yankees, I went to 2 of them.
Lord Jesus.
And one of them I can't really even talk about because I signed the NDA. I stayed for 24 hours.
Lord Jesus.
I tell you what, they make you sign an NDA and you lock all your stuff up. I had to lock my phone up. I remember I had a Primeco phone. I remember my phone, my little flip phone, and I had to lock my phone up. And they said nobody's leaving. We're not unlocking the doors until tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Man.
Wow!
Damn, what kind of
Yo, listen, I've been to a locked door party, but nothing like that. So I want to ask you, did you have any condiments? Did you use any condiments?
Oh yeah, they had plenty. Oh, they had bowls of condoms and all of this. They had all that.
I said condiments.
Oh, condiments.
You got to catch on to the code words here. Condiments.
Hold on. I have a question. Who was the shirtless gentleman?
That's easy.
That's Easy Rollins. You never seen Easy in person.
That's easy.
I've never seen Easy without a shirt on. Okay, hey Easy. Okay.
You know, hey,
listen, my man went to a P. Diddy party. I gotta check. I want him to know how serious this was.
No, he was getting serious about his boy Trump.
Yeah.
That what it is. You're like, let me get
y'all bringing up old stuff. Rico bringing up old shit.
They was doing that jailhouse flex. I got you, Mr. President.
That's how they were walking around at the P. Diddy party, like Easy.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Right,
I'm
so
done.
I hope there was some women there. That's all I got to say. I hope there was some women there.
Ay, Dios mío.
It was a bunch
It
of
was
women
a ton
there.
of women. It was a ton of exotics as well. Come on.
I know. That's what's up, man. Woo.
John was like, "Sir, what's your pronoun?" She, them. Okay.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. In 1998, when I was playing with the Yankees, I had just filmed the movie For Love of the Game, and I was at that party, and that was my first time ever seeing a transgender booty and had a chest with breasts, and then I looked in the front and the thing was hanging down. I was like, what? I say, I'm so confused right now. What is going on? That was my first time I had ever seen.
You was confused.
That was your sign to run. You should have jumped. You should have jumped out the window, boy.
No. And I mean, this person had high heels on and walking down butt naked. I mean, it was a whole bunch of women there too, but I have never seen a woman with breasts and then had a penis. I was like, what? I was like, what is going on?
Just like, God damn, she bigger than me.
And I'm sitting back on the couch and I'm just looking and I'm like,
you're like, what is happening here? Yo, back in those days too, I know you were super confused because it's not like how it is now. Because on like Pornhub, like right now on Pornhub, you could type in, exactly what you just said, and it's normal, right? Back then, you're like, what the wait, where am I right now? Like, what is happening
like, what the hell
here?
But coach, because you saw her, why'd you have to talk to her?
He didn't say he talked to her. He said he saw her. Shut up, Rico.
That's how rumors get started. That's how
we just talking for now.
I said she walked by me and I was confused. That's what I said.
This man
Coach
said
walked
verbatim.
up to her and say, "Did you sign the NDA too?"
Hey, coach, I hope you didn't go to sleep while you was at that party. I hope you didn't go to sleep or no, doze off. All right, you didn't take no Percocets or nothing.
John, listen to me. I'm a woman, all right? So I'm the detective here. I listened to everything that you said word for word. John said I was sitting on the couch. This person walked by and I thought, what the heck? And that's it. Y'all better shut the F up trying to get my brother caught up.
Then coach say,
we're not doing that.
What's your IG?
Yo, crazy.
I got you, John. I got it all recorded here. No,
hey,
you sat on that couch and
I never got invited to a
goddamn
P.
business.
Diddy. P. Diddy never invited me. I'm not big shot.
Easy. I'll say this. Remember when in Junior, because I gotta ask Junior a question, but remember when Cat Williams said I went to a P. Diddy party and I messed around and opened up one of the wrong doors? Remember he said that? You don't go in anybody's house and open up the wrong door. What they do is they take you to different doors, and you can go in different doors that you want to. Like, hey, this room is, for example, this room is the weed room. This room is the cocaine room. This room is the transgender room. This room. So it was like that. It ain't like you walking around. That's like me walking in your house easy and going in and opening doors. He said it as a joke, but
nah.
You have somebody taking you to different rooms and showing you what goes down in each room.
But at a certain point in time, when everybody's on their level, They're drunk and high and crazy, so they're entering doors that they don't know. I've done it myself. I've been to a mansion party or two myself and seen some things. So what I'm saying is, you might walk into something, you're like, oops,
I was scared, Nikki. I was scared, Nikki. I ain't want to go in no door.
Why you had an NDA?
Right. It's still, I still was
Man,
scared.
forget that. Listen.
They couldn't tell.
Listen, forget that NDA. He was in the party. Yada, 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 yada. Party. You knew what was going down. Hey, Rico. He went twice.
Right.
Look at the shit. I came out. He went twice. You Negro, you can't get over me, Negro.
Right. I'll give you the first.
Hold up. First of all, it's not the party, it's the party. The
second time I went, I said, I was so happy. And I looked outside. I said, is that the sun outside? And I was like, damn, I stayed a whole day. Yeah. So anyway, Junior. Hey, Junior, I got to ask you a question about the trollers and everything, man. A lot of trollers talk real bad about African Americans. Like, why do you think that they do that?
Jealous. They're jealous of us.
Okay, they're jealous of us. But you were born in the Dominican Republic and you lived in the United States for a while. But
yeah, I was raised in the United States. That's what I call home. Since the age of 8. All I've known is the United States.
But I don't hear that from Dominican people saying like, hey, you need to leave our country. And you're Dominican. Your parents are Dominican. Like, I don't hear that. So like the trollers are not from here, from what I see.
No, they're not.
Right.
You know, they're hating because they see that we have something good going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's their main problem. When somebody doesn't like something, especially that they can't be a part of, for whatever reason, they're gonna hate on it. Mm-hmm. That's my personal opinion.
Let me ask you a question, Junior, because this is the one thing that kind of like drives me crazy. Like Coach is there, living there for the last 4 or 5 years nonstop. I'm back and forth. Other people are there, right? And I always hear, and you're right. That's where it's always hard. It's like, is it a Dominican in the DR or is it a Dominican somewhere else that's criticizing? Because a lot of times I'm like, now I talk to Dominicans when I'm on the ground all the time. They don't never have a problem with me complaining about shit.
No, I don't think.
Because when I complain about, it's slow, it's taking long, they would tell me the same thing. Yeah, it's fucking slow. These motherfuckers, Rico. You know, I was like, why does it take so long? Yeah, these motherfuckers, they're complaining with me. But then when I come online, the first thing they say is, if you gonna complain, you should leave the country. I'm like, I'm not leaving no fucking where. What the fuck? I got a right to complain. So the thing I get confused with is they say, and I've even had to argue with some Americans.
Yeah.
If you're gonna complain, you shouldn't be in the country. I'm like, wait a minute. They complain in New York. They complain all the fucking time. So
human nature to complain.
Yeah, exactly. I said they complain about the cost. They complain about the taxes. They complain about, and no one tells them don't fucking complain. Go back to your country because then you will be considered racist. So
no,
like,
the racists do tell them that.
Right.
And like you said,
the racists do. Right. Then
yeah.
You know what? And you know what? That's a fucking racist. So if I'm in the DR and I'm complaining about the slow, everybody says customer service ain't the best. Everybody says how slow it is to get things done. Mm-hmm. And it is. And I'm complaining about it. So if you're telling me to go back to America, that means you're the same as an American telling you to go back to the DR. I'm like, everybody has a right to complain wherever you are. That's the only way shit changes.
No, you're right about that.
No, that's true. That's true.
But somebody that's not, I don't believe
it doesn't mean right. And it doesn't mean you hate the place. It's just like if I complain about it being so goddamn slow to get my tags or to pay my taxes or to get my deed, it don't mean I hate the place. It means these motherfuckers are slow.
Hey,
right.
When I first came back here, I used to say I hate this place because of the things that was going on. I said it. Trust me,
you're frustrated. Yes.
Especially dealing with landlords here and not getting your deposits back and Trust me, I went to war with this one lady because I was so used to the States. If your house is clean, you get your deposits back here. They try to
getting it back.
She even called the cops on me because I got loud with her. She was like, she felt threatened.
You about to diddy that? You about to diddy her ass?
Yo,
come here, my fucking money.
I got loud. She was like, I'm calling the cops. I go ahead, call them.
I'm about to diddy your ass.
Yeah, it's like, go ahead, call them and let them know that you owe me money, dummy.
Exactly.
Like, what are we talking about?
But that's what I always see is the problem. It's like, wait a minute. If we're living there, we have a right to complain about things. So, like, I'll tell you too. I saw my email, like the latest thing they were talking about. And I even see the newspaper. I'm like, they're writing about the same complaint that we are about the motorcycle drivers. All the day, like 80% of the time. But I can't say nothing about it. I'm like, why the fuck not? Why can't I say nothing if I'm there on the fucking roads and everybody complains about the shit, but you're not Dominican, you can't. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I had mentioned that I feel like there needs to be a lane that is made for people on motoconchos because there's so many motoconchos.
Yeah, they ain't going to buy. I see them riding the wrong way up the highway.
No, all the time, and not only that, at night with no goddamn lights.
Yes,
I'm like, I'm more worried about their life than they're worried about their life.
Troy got hit by one of the motherfuckers, so I'm like, wait a minute, so now he ain't supposed to complain when one of them damn near ran him over. I'm like, do y'all understand how crazy? So if you're from the DR and something happened to you, yes, complain. Complain about it. Complain about the traffic. Complain about the accident. Complain about the police. Complain about everything because that's what we do. But don't tell me when I come to your country, I can't complain. I'm like, motherfucker, you were just over there complaining with me.
Yeah, you got a point because reason you got a point is because white channels complain all the time. I listen
about
to
everything
all the time, and they don't say like, because last time we had Kim on last year, Rico, he said, all you do is complain about the Dominican Republic. You need to leave and move. You need to leave, Rico.
No, I don't.
You don't get the hell on up out of here. You need to go back to your ghetto and to your projects. That's what it said. It's like, what?
I go wherever the fuck I want to go. No, I don't need to leave. But and what I sit there and tell a lot of
people, the hood come out. He would the hood come out. Rico. Yeah, he doing fine. He doing just fine.
I just get mad because even when I sit there and I do talk to my friends there, and I be like, here's the whole point. I'm like, you shouldn't be telling foreigners not to complain. Y'all need to be complaining with us. Do you understand? Government only works for citizens who complain about shit. So when you complain about the taxes, then they'll work to lower the taxes. When you complain about better health care, they'll work to do that. But when you don't complain, they ignore your ass.
Right.
They ignore you. That's the only way you get better education, better health care, better roads. And I want to see all that for the DR.
Right. Hey, Junior, why?
That's a great point.
That is a great point. Junior, why you think so many Americans moving here? It's like it's crazy. It's insane right now.
I could say one thing is the cost of living. Definitely cost of living. I follow this one dude. His name is Jamie Gruber.
We all follow him. I follow him. Coach follow him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who's it?
Jamie Gruber. I got mixed feelings on, but he's a good YouTuber. I got
as a young kid.
His information. I like him. But some of his information, I got mixed feelings on.
That's a younger kid, right? Like 29.
So cost of living. Just what else I could think of? I would say maybe the stress level,
safety, infrastructure.
Because one thing that I've noticed here since I've been here, comparing to the States, we don't have like those mass shootings in schools and stuff like that. Like you'll see somebody get shot between an argument or something like that. Especially the incident just happened a couple of days ago. Two guys, they got into a fight with machetes.
The machete joint. with the
Well, you don't
guy
see
that
kids
lost his hand.
shooting in school.
Right.
We're doing, you know,
but Junior, I leave you know why, and everybody use that, and I always leave that out of the equation because I say what you said is 1,000% right. You will not see none of that in the DR. You ain't gonna see it in Jamaica. You ain't gonna see it in Trinidad. America is so fucked up because we have too many guns. So that problem is strictly in America. So while you won't see any of it in the DR, you probably won't see that in any of the other countries in the world either. Because they don't allow people to have guns like we do.
We have guns here, but it's not like in the States.
Right. And what I'm saying is,
if you're not military or you're not a cop or, you know, some property owners, business owners, they, you know, they carry, you know. But other than that, you're not going to see no one else. You know?
But look, I asked about that because I was looking into it. I said, man, shit, I don't give me a gun. But what's the barriers to it? The gun itself, what's in the U.S. for $300, about fucking $3,000 in the DR.
Yeah.
The price of the gun, the price of the bullets, the classes, the psychological exam, all the shit you have to go through to be a legal gun owner. You can do it, but it is wildly expensive and it is difficult and not fucking easy.
Exactly.
Wait. Okay, so you guys know that I'm a gun carrier. I carry a 9mm. Legally, I have my permit. So what you're saying is that in the DR, it's expensive to carry a gun legally. Is that what you're saying, Rico?
It's more expensive here because guns here are a lot more expensive than here in the States. You paying here like 350,000 pesos for a gun.
Wait, espérate. Did you say 350,000 pesos?
Yes. Oh, guns are expensive.
No.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
But if you get it on the street, obviously it's not gonna be that much. And for me,
I'm just gonna say
that if I were to get one on the street, I would get it on the street and keep it only in my home for if and or when I need it. Of course, I wouldn't be a dummy and ride around with it in my car. There's no way.
It's still illegal though. If you don't have a permit and you have a gun in your house, it's still illegal.
Oh no,
right?
No.
It's not registered.
I get it. I know it's illegal, but it's like
I see what Nikki's saying real quick. Nikki's saying, hey, if I have to use this illegal gun, I use it if somebody run up in my house. That's what Nikki's saying.
That's literally what I'm saying. You're goddamn right. You're absolutely right.
Well, no, of course.
I'm not gonna go around toting it. Absolutely not.
Right.
Nope. But here's the thing, you guys.
And that's one thing that my son is a good.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Nikki, go ahead.
No,
okay, so
go ahead.
All I was going to say is that I had this conversation with a Caucasian guy just the other day, and I think he felt maybe a little triggered because I said to him, because he was like, "What? You can't carry over there. It's your God-given right, and this and that." And I had agreed with him that like it is my God-given right to carry my gun, bro. Like I went and I did my training and all of that, but guess what? It's a great thing that us Americans cannot go to any other country carrying our guns because guess what would happen? The same goddamn thing that's happening in our country. We don't need to go over there messing people up. Now, me, as who I am, I would never go to a country and become some sort of someone to terrorize people. It would not be for that. It would be to protect myself, right?
Right. Hey,
but
let me ask you.
That's not what other people who are mass murderers want to do. They would love to go to another country and act a fool and act like, oh, well, who cares? They're not American, whatever. You understand?
Hey, Carl, what about, I'm sorry, Junior, you were going to say something, then I'm going to ask Carl, how does he feel? But go ahead, Junior.
No, I was going to say, I think Rick James has wrote that he sees the guards with guns. Yeah, the guards have to go through a test and all that, to be able to carry those security guards or, National Guards. But they still have to go through all that training.
That's the ones that have the shotgun. Most of them have shotguns, right?
Yeah, like you see the security guards at the stores, at the banks. They have to go through a training. And most of them are ex-military anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, oh, that's a good point. Carl, how do you feel over here? Do you feel safe over here when you're in the DR?
Yeah, when I'm there, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable. I haven't had anything, you know, happen to me in a bad way, but I feel safe there. It's you know, at first I will say this that when I first went to the DR, I went to Punta Cana. Of course, that's a safe spot for the most part. Everybody was saying, "Oh, don't go into the interior part." I mean, you know, unless you know some people, don't go into kind of locals and stuff. But of course, you know, eventually I ventured out and did it. I've been out in Santo Domingo and all that. I feel safe. Dominica, I feel like it's a cool place, man. I love it, man. I'll do it over and over again. You know,
I feel the same way. What you about to say, Rico?
No, I was going to say when he was talking about the guards with the guns, I was going to say, I think, because even like, you know, when we got the armed security where I live, I'm like, yeah, but I don't even, the gun, I think they sign it out and then sign it back in. So the guy don't even own the gun.
No, you don't own the gun.
So the company owns the gun. He just used it on ship. And when he get off ship, he got to turn that motherfucker back in for the next guard because they ain't got no money.
I had no idea. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't have the money for that shit. Shit, they ain't no money to buy no damn gun. It's so wildly expensive, and I think the governments do it that way to limit gun ownership. If you make something cost a whole lot, a lot fewer people will have it.
Absolutely, that's why they do.
But in the U.S.,
you're absolutely right.
We sell guns for $100.
Yep.
We got our guns are cheap as hell.
And now there's ghost guns.
You can get a Ruger for $60 at the pawn shop.
That's what I'm saying.
And not only that,
good to be American.
You can build your own 3D gun now. Hello, it's terrible.
But if you're in a culture where everybody damn near has it, we got more guns in America than people.
Correct.
Right.
My cousin himself.
It's 330 million people. We got 350 million fucking guns.
Let me tell you,
right.
My cousin who trained me how to shoot, he has 50 guns alone. And we're talking AKs, ARs, and he's a trainer. He trains women how to shoot, and which I love. I love that he does that. He trains us how to be responsible, not to just be gun toting. Oh, you got a problem? No.
Right.
I don't put myself in position. I don't go places where I'm like, I'm gonna have a problem here, so I'm gonna go and look for trouble. No.
But here's
my gun
problem,
is to protect
Nikki.
myself and to protect my family. That's it.
Here's the problem, Nikki. Because we will give a gun to any motherfucking body. Anybody. I mean,
literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That there is too many people who should not have a gun.
Correct.
People who are not fucking mentally balanced. They're immature.
Yep.
And that's what doesn't exist outside of the United States.
Absolutely.
It only exists in the United States. We just say be 18, have a fucking ID, and you can go and buy a gun and get it. If not get it the same day, get it the next day.
Really, the age to me should be like 28.
It should be fucking 50. Fuck it.
Yeah, it should
be. Not 50. I'm 42. Come on now.
What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ. Come on, Rico, give me a break.
Hey, real quick, I wanna say this. DMR, when you get here, you're gonna see, brother, like me and Domingo saw a fist fight in the street. Two guys got out the car and they started fighting. I know Junior sees it all the time. I'm like, one guy pulled out a bat and they was just fighting. They locked everybody blowing their horns and stuff like that. So thank God they don't have a lot of guns here.
But you know what?
It would be
exactly.
Yeah, but they use machetes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I the other day I saw a bat. One guy had a bat. I didn't see a machete. I was looking for it to see if a machete came out, but it.
Did you see that? There was a video that I saw recently of two guys fighting by a gas station, and the guy coming forward got his hand chopped off by the other guy. They both had machetes.
Yeah.
Hey yo, about being shot a machete, man. To be honest with you, I would prefer to be shot, man.
Let me tell you this.
I'm
my advice to you,
same. Because
my advice to you is to anybody listening. If a motherfucker get out with a machete, don't pick up a machete. Run.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm not sword fighting with no fucking body.
Absolutely not.
That's stupid.
Exactly.
And why do I say run? Because unless he gonna throw that motherfucker into my back, I can get away.
Yeah,
I would be more afraid of a gun that can shoot me. But I'm like, you pull out a machete, I just run away.
Hey, but see here, right? But see,
Junior,
here's the thing about.
Let me say this real quick, Junior.
Sorry.
No, you good, DMR. I'm gonna let you talk, Junior. That's what you do for a living. What have you seen in the Dominican Republic, like as far as you drive all day? So what have you seen, like some crazy stuff in the street?
I'll be honest with you. I really haven't seen nothing like just people, little argument here and there, fender bender, but not like whenever I do, when I work, I try to do it in the uppity area. I don't stay in the hood. I stay in the hood in the morning, since I start work at like 5:45, 6 o'clock. But once I get up, I do a couple of runs around my house, but then I go over to the uppity area.
Yeah,
that's where the money's at.
I love it. I love living on this side of the town by the airport because I'm out of all that traffic. But when I get in that traffic going by Cauliflower and all of that stuff, man, it's crazy. I see people fighting, cussing each other out, motorcycles, torn up, people getting ran over. So, I see that. You do see motorcycle accidents, though, don't you, Junior?
Yeah, I see them.
Okay, gotcha.
I seen a few of them. Not too long ago, taking my wife to work. She works at night. I seen one in Malagon. The dude was like, he must have got hit crossing. He was laid out.
Wow.
Laid out in the street. That's why I would never ride here. Like I love bikes, but I would never ride here.
Oh no.
That's why I think like one of my major complaints, and yes, I'll call it a complaint, KEM, God damn it, because if I'm gonna live there, I can fucking complain. Is I would love to see better traffic enforcement. I think like Santo Domingo, which to me just blows my mind.
Crazy.
It's traffic. I'm like, they need
in the capital.
Yes,
it's
they
insane,
need
man.
to regulate it. What they needed, they don't have any traffic flow control. It's just like endless. I was like, well, first of all, they don't stop at goddamn stop signs. A stop sign is a suggestion.
A suggestion,
right?
absolutely.
That's
just tighten the lines.
But I did see them at least stop at red lights mostly. The moto conchos, maybe not, but the cars. They need to put far more red lights throughout the city because it will break up the flow of traffic. Because of it, I got my car at one time. I was like, good God Almighty, these motherfuckers is just crazy. And I got my car imported and got hit 15 minutes outside the impound. He didn't stop.
That's crazy.
They hit me, went around and kept going. I was like, are you fucking serious? And then the people, I stopped to get out to look at the damage. The motherfuckers behind me was about to whoop my ass for stopping. They were like, it's running, get the fuck on. I'm like, seriously? So it's the traffic is insane. And like trying to just cross the street where there is stop sign and like nobody's gonna stop and let you in. They're not. You find yourself doing the same shit they doing. Okay, I got a finger in there. All right, let me get a little bit more. Let me get the knuckle in. And I'm just like, this shit is insane. So I think for me, the greatest thing in the capital is they have to do like a major traffic study and say, where are all these fucking bottlenecks and why? And how you break it up like a lot of cities it's like, oh, you put traffic, you put red lights. So when this go red, these go green. And, they don't have much of that in Santo Domingo. I'm like, I seen 3 red lights in the whole fucking city. I saw 3 red lights. I'm like, there's no lights no fucking where else.
I always make this joke. I say people in DR, when they're using their horn, the horn is literally saying, if a horn could talk, it just says,
hey, I got here first. I got here first. I got here first. I got here first. That's it.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's
it's
why
not like here where we're
crazy.
like, get out of the way. I hate you. F
What do
you.
you what do you think?
It's just saying, hey, I
what do
got
you
here
think-
first, buddy.
Junior, what do you think could help the driving there?
What was that?
What do you think could help improve the driving in Santo Domingo? I don't think it's that bad outside of Santo Domingo because it's
More fines.
Santo Domingo
It's
They
definitely
need
not
more
bad
fines.
outside.
They
More
need to
what?
find. Look, they started putting cameras here.
Mhm.
But this country, how this country is so corrupt. The company that started putting the cameras was stealing the money, the funds to finish putting the cameras. So you'll see cameras put up, but they're not
right.
But
Junior,
project.
What's the area? Okay, what's the area? I live in Juan Bosch. From Juan Bosch toward the airport, they have a lot of police officers pulling people over from there.
Is that La Caleta?
All the way to Punta Cana, all the way. So what's the area I live in? What's that called? That's Este, right?
Yes, Santo Domingo Este. That's whenever you cross the bridge at Puente Duarte from here, from Puente Duarte from this side, this way, I saw Santo Domingo Este, all the way to Punta Cana.
Punta Cana. But they have the streets are clean. I mean, the streets are real nice, and they have a lot of police officers pulling people over. So, am I right or wrong?
It's because they know that highway takes you towards tourist areas, so they have to protect it. Okay,
I knew it was for something, for sure.
Even if you go to Puerto Plata, you'll see that. Why? Because it's tourists. Wherever there's tourist areas, they're gonna try to, they don't want people to be acting fool, driving crazy. They kill the tourists, they're gonna have a problem. So
That's right.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I see tourist police trucks. It says, what does it say on the truck? It says tourist policia.
Yeah.
Tourist, something like that. Tourist.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when I see them, I know that they are really like Colonial Zone, the Malecón and Punta Cana, all those places. They have the tourist police, and I really feel comfortable when they're there. I feel comfortable all the time, but I'm saying, wow, like the tourist police are here and they're doing their job.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you stay in a tourist area or not?
Say it one more time, brother.
I said, do you stay in a tourist area?
I live like in the middle. Junior can answer that better, but I live like 15 minutes from everything. Go ahead, Junior. Like, tell them where I live, my area.
His area is like a residential area. It's not, because you have all types of people live in his because Ciudad Juan Bosch or City of Juan Bosch was created for, most of it was for low income, for you to be able to buy a home.
Okay.
You having a low income doesn't mean that just, only poor people, only rich people. It's at the time it was a city they were building it for that, for low income people. But now everybody's buying it because it's a nice area to live. They have hospitals close. They have fire department. It's in the city.
It's a great area.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's a great area.
But it's clean, man. It's clean and nicer than a lot of areas in the Dominican Republic.
Of course.
Yep.
A lot of people don't like it because it's far. It's far from the city. They feel like you're driving, 25 minutes towards the city.
Like you're between the El Campo and the city.
Yeah,
it's like it's so good. And even when you drive on the back streets that are like Campo, it's still not crazy. Well, I guess in the Campo you don't have crazy.
See, me, I would love to live in the States. That's just me. Like,
right.
I grew up in the suburbs and I was living in the States, so I'm used to it. I lived in South Carolina. I'm used to living in the States.
Hey,
you lived in South Carolina?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I lived in Goose Creek, Somerville, and there was another place I lived at.
That's
Mostly
definitely Cockville because
Goose Creek in Somerville.
Yeah, that's
My
Okay,
sister lives
wow.
there. Yeah, my older sister, no, my little sister lives in Mount Pleasant, and my other sister lives in Goose Creek.
Wow, okay. My family's landed from North Kakalaki. That's
My
good.
sister,
Yeah, that's good
my
area.
sister lives in Charlotte.
Oh,
I lived in
okay.
Charlotte for 10 years. I lived in
Yeah.
Charlotte for
And then
10
my-
years.
All right.
And then my little brother
Those
lives
are
in
some.
Miami.
You talking about some good people? Those where the best people are. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right there, them Carolinas. Don't let nobody fool you.
That's
Some people tell you
bullshit.
Louisiana's
Kim
got
said you
good
can't.
people.
Bullshit.
Louisiana ain't got nothing on the Carolinas.
Hey, my
Bullshit.
favorite.
That's
Hey, my
right.
favorite spot is the Piggly Wiggly.
I agree, bro.
That's
Piggly
right.
Wiggly.
Talking
This is my
about-
cousin. This is my cousin right here. Hey, cuz, what's up? That's my cousin right there.
Yo,
And you
That's
see,
right.
you see the way he said Piggly Wiggly? He said that with the strength.
That's right.
KM just sent me a text. He said it's too many Negroes there.
I can't hear you. What you say, KM?
KM
said public
said too many
KM
Negroes.
said too many Negroes.
Hey,
Wow, you was down south, brother. You was in good country. All right. When I come over there, we're gonna have to meet up. We're gonna have to have a cookout, a barbecue.
I got a quick story, right? At
Hey,
the time when I first
Ariel,
moved out there,
Ariel says, brother, I may have seen you before in Somerville or Goose Creek.
yeah, I used to live off no, my sister lives off of Red Bank Road, let them know. But I used to live over in North Charleston, right off the highway.
Right.
But yeah,
Hey,
my
man.
first time
Hey.
moving there, right? At the time, my daughter's mom is, she's Puerto Rican. So we were at the Waffle House eating, and this one lady says to her, "Why can't you be with someone from your own kind?" And we both looked at each other. I'm like, "What do you mean your own kind?"
Ay, Dios mío.
I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Yeah, her own kind, Mexican." I'm like, "She's not even Mexican. She's Puerto Rican." The girl was like, "Where the hell is that at?" I'm like,
Oh my
"You don't
God.
know where Puerto Rico's at?" I'm like, you know what?
Wow. So what do they think you were? What do they think you were?
They thought they thought I was black, and I'm
Black.
And that's what she was Mexican.
you know, but they don't even
That
know.
is crazy.
The thing is,
Wow.
the thing is, in the South, they think all Spanish people
Are
are
the same.
Mexican.
Mexican.
Because my
Mexican, yeah.
kids, my kids are half Irish and German, right?
Mhm.
So they would tell them, "Oh, I'm also part Dominican." They're like, "What the hell is that? What's a Dominican?" My son told me
Ay,
one
Dios.
time. They don't know. They think everybody, all Spanish people are Mexican.
But let me ask
So
you,
let me ask you,
Junior,
the chick who said that, was she white?
No, she was black.
She was black. Wow.
Let me ask you this
Wow.
question, Junior, because and I know this at least from my experience. I've heard it enough. Like I said, I have Hispanic friends of all different nationalities, and I even try to tell like black people. I was like, look, I'm be honest with you. All Hispanics don't look at each other as the same because they're not.
No.
So Mexicans, I'm like a lot of people look at Cuban side eye because they have a certain favorite preferential treatment. So again, I don't get into the weeds, but I'm like, nah, all of them don't fuck with each other like you think.
Right.
Don't be thinking because they all speak Spanish that they fuck with each other, because they do not at all. You will have one Hispanic group that can't stand the other.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like the Cubanos, they have a lot of shit. Puerto Ricans, because they in both of the Cubans and Puerto Ricans in America have a certain special, and it's the U.S. government that gave them special status. One, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, so
That's
they get
so
automatic
That's
citizenship.
true. Yep.
And then Cubans, all they got to do is the dry foot policy.
Yeah.
All they got to do is get the fuck to the U.S.
Yeah.
So both of them, as a lot of my other Hispanic friends say, they think they white. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. So the first time I heard that, it started with and here's the reality. Like you look down there in Florida, which has a large Cuban population, they vote white as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, so it's like I'm like,
It's hunters.
oh, this shit is deep. This shit is deep. So that's when I started, waking. I was like, oh, okay. So Mexican, and they will like. And then the funny thing about it is, you take Texas, you have white presenting Mexicans.
Yep.
On the Texas border that be turning motherfuckers in.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Be like, wow.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. But Rico, let's not go too far. My uncle, he's the whitest Dominican you'll ever know. He votes for Trump.
Yeah.
I've got into arguments with him because of certain things.
Yeah.
Hey, Junior, let me ask you this: Which one do you like the most? Dominicans or Dominicans in the United States?
I don't mess with Dominicans in the United States.
Why?
Because they think they're better than anyone. They think they're better than the Dominicans from here.
I
only have 5 Dominican friends in the States.
Come on now.
They do.
You buy a house, they're gonna want to buy the one next to you. You buy a car, they want to buy. Listen, dude, do your own thing.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Exactly. Here, you don't really. I don't know. I guess you don't. I don't really see it like that. You see it here a little bit, but not in the hood. Like in the hood, everybody's just,
So what's the biggest difference? What's the biggest difference that you see from a Dominican in the United States and a Dominican here?
Great question.
Shit, the one in the US
one thing's better than another. One's up and up, and the other one's,
okay.
Or even you go to Jarabacoa or you go to Constanza, those Dominicans feel like they're better than the ones from here.
My gosh. Wait a minute. Constanza, is that where it gets cold? Like up in the
mountains? That's where it gets cold. Yeah. That's up in the mountains.
I dated a guy from there.
And they're mostly white.
I dated a guy from there. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And they definitely think they're better than other people.
So why is that? Why do they think they're better?
Because they're white. They feel like they're more European than the rest of the country. They have blue eyes. They more privileged. They have more money. Don't get me started.
Yeah, this shit is deep.
That's Costanza.
And wait a minute. Are you sure you Dominican, Junior? Because KEM gonna be like, he's not a real Dominican.
Hey, I can say I'm a Dominican by birth.
Now, let me ask you this, okay? Because this is another question I wanted to ask you since you pointed it out, and this is where I get. It's a couple of things, right? And I'm glad you brought out Constanza, right? Because Constanza has a very large Asian population, specifically Japanese.
I didn't know that.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, huge Japanese population. That's where they settled at. That's their spot. And I'm not talking about last year. This shit goes back 100 years of generation.
Oh,
so literally, when people are saying, "Oh, they're not real Dominicans," like, what the fuck are you talking about? They immigrated and naturalized. They're Dominican. They're as Dominican as any fucking body else. That's the way immigration works around the world. You don't have to be born in a country. If you immigrate to it, you gain citizenship. You become a citizen of that country. So
legally.
No, but here's what I'm saying. Nationally, not legally, because all citizenship is, the only thing citizenship is for anybody is you are a citizen of that nation. You can either be born in that nation or you can immigrate to that nation, and that nation confers citizenship onto you. So you can't tell me that those Japanese people that's been living in Constanza for 100 fucking years, they're not Dominican. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? How are they not? So y'all saying, oh, you got to go all the way back to slavery? Then them goddamn black people that y'all kicked out back to Haiti was here too.
But who's saying that, Rico? Who's saying they're not Dominican?
But this is what they're doing. They're saying this. They take this, and I'm saying they just in general. Some people take these wildly extreme positions. And I'm like, the same way, anybody that comes to America and they go through the naturalization process and they get American citizenship, they are 100% American as motherfuckers that went back 400 years.
But Rico, sorry to cut you off, Rico. You also have Jews here.
Yes.
We have Jewish Dominicans here.
Where's the black?
There are a lot of Jewish Dominicans here too.
Yes. Yes, and been here for hundreds of years. So I look at that, and then I'm like, this shit is just it's really weird. And I do understand. And I said, and the thing is, when they be like, I was like, but they also maintain their cultural identity back to Japan. So they are Dominican, speak Spanish, drink Presidente, bachata, but they also still have a lot of their. Oh, they don't.
They don't do that. No.
Oh, see. So why I gotta do it? So why the fuck I gotta do it, right?
Wait. So what is it that they don't do? They don't dance bachata.
It depends. If you are Japanese that grew up, have friends that are from the hood, yeah, but not the ones in Costanza. They really
they say fuck that shit
in their culture, and they don't date out their race.
Oh,
the ones on this side, the ones in Chinatown, they might do it.
How far is that from here, from Santo Domingo, Costanza?
Costanza is about 2.5 hours.
But Junior, this is the part I remember what I want to say. So now this is the crazy part about it is, because I heard the Dominican guy say it's like, oh, but what? Let me see if I'm saying it right. Colocos are not real Dominicans. I said, what the fuck are y'all? Wait a minute, now y'all keep trying to put all this bullshit, huh? Cocolos, that's it. Yeah, so it's like, and these are immigrants that maybe came from black. They're usually black. Mm-hmm. Maybe they came from Jamaica, Barbados, whatever, and they started whole communities and been here 5 and 6 generations. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers got all these stupid fucking rules over who can be Dominican. Fuck this shit. Y'all shit is the same as everybody else. Anybody that come into America and get citizenship is a fucking American. Anybody, if I go to England or Germany and get citizenship, I'm a fucking black German or a black Englishman. They don't go. Well, you didn't go to. So I'm like, y'all can't be doing this shit. Because here's the things particular. When y'all fucking get on that plane and go to America and you get your shit, I can't tell you, well, you ain't really the old school because y'all don't want to hear that shit. So stop doing that because there are how to say it, Junior? Cocolos, and there's another one. No, and they do it. What's frustrating is they do it to otherize them. To say, well, they kind of the fuck you mean kind of? And they've been here like, what, 80, 90 years?
Yeah.
Right.
What the fuck more do we gotta do? Right? So only reason why I push back on it is like, I be wanting to say, look, I ain't telling you gotta be anything. But if those black ass motherfuckers say they Dominicans, you can't tell them they're not. They got cedulas, they got birth certificates, they went to school here. They don't know anywhere else.
Hey, why
would you tell them they're not?
Why are they so light skinned? Like, why are they white in Constanza? Why is it?
Because they're mostly Europeans.
Yeah, okay. And white supremacy. So it's a preference.
Yeah.
So they kind of have.
When I opened up,
he left over there on that side.
But here's the thing: if you guys think about it, in the Appalachians, in the mountainous areas, even here in the United States, what is there? The Caucasus, yes, right, the Caucasians. So more than likely, that's the same situation, and I think that's exactly how that happened in Costanza. It's the same thing. That would be my assumption.
Mm-hmm. Right.
When I opened up my bank account at Bam Reserva, the lady who did it for me was from Costanza, and she was a brown skinned woman. About Junior's complexion. Yeah. She was very nice. Very nice. Her name was last name Diaz.
Yeah. They have some, but it's weird because you got different, like you said, Junior, when you took Coach to Chinatown in Santo Domingo. That shit's 100 years. Because I actually, before I even knew your channel, there's a channel of I believe a Korean chef in the DR. And it blew me away. I was like, are you fucking serious? So I'm like, there are a lot of Asians and from Japan, China, Korea, And I mean, and I be trying to tell you, I'm like, no, I am not talking about new immigrants. I'm talking about people who've been in the country damn near 100 years. So he was born here, his daddy was born here, his granddaddy was born here, his great-granddaddy. And people came into the country because at one point, the country needed to be developed. It was very rural.
Right.
So all of those, that's the same thing with fucking Indians go to these different countries around the world. And you see these large Indian populations that exist because these countries are poor. Same thing in Dubai. So they can ship out 100,000 fucking Indians to go and work in this place. And they don't go back home. They don't come and work and go back. No, they just stay and start families and then have kids. That's what happens. Yeah.
Rico, you're right. But I just saw a poll and I didn't know this. The Dominican Republic has more, is the island that has the most African people out of all Latino countries in the whole world. They have more. That ancestry is like 48%, and these other places have more European, and the Dominican Republic have the most African ancestry out of any Latino country in the world.
I saw that.
I didn't know that. I don't believe that, John.
I saw that they even
beat out right here. I'll send it to you.
I saw that.
I don't believe it. Do you talking about they have more African ancestry than Brazil?
No, I think he's saying the number of people that has some African ancestry. Not they have more ancestry. The number, because Brazil, like somebody argued that Brazil is predominantly black. That's not true. They have large population and they had more slaves. But Brazil is a much bigger country than the DR too. The DR is not a big country. The DR is the size of a state. What is it like?
But what's it, 12 million people? 12 million people, right?
Shit, y'all got more in New York.
But listen, John, don't be saying that. Don't be going around saying that because I want you to get cut.
No, but I'm just saying that population-wise.
All I'm saying is, listen, Rico, when you go over there, you can say it. I don't want John getting cut.
Okay, but
that's all.
Here's the deal. Like you said, 10, 12 million people. Colombia has 50 million people. I think Brazil has a couple 100 million people. So these other countries are much bigger than the DR. So they have more people. So, I mean, it may have the same number of people with African ancestry as the DR, but it's way many more white people in Brazil too. Same thing in Colombia. They got more fucking people.
Hey, all right, everybody be quiet. Watch this.
Mainly descend from three large ancestral. Black are the Dominicans, really. The answer may surprise you. While Dominicans, just like other Caribbean Latinos, mainly descend from three large ancestral groups, there is something about them that is different from Puerto Ricans and Cubans. For starters, they're the least native descended group out of the three, with only 8% of their genome being that of Taino origin. Now, where they truly differ from Cubans and Puerto Ricans is that they possess 42% of South Saharan African ancestry, which is double that of Puerto Ricans, and is the highest average out of all Hispanic countries. However, at 50%, their European ancestry is still major, and by itself is the largest ancestral component. Please keep in mind that these results are the average, and individuals can vary. So while some people mock Dominicans for claiming to be mixed, rather than solely black, it should be noted that they have almost equal proportions of European and African ancestry. On average, have 25% less South Saharan ancestry than African Americans, and 40% less than Haitians. So to put it in perspective, Dominicans are the most African out of Latinos and are nearly half African in their ancestry, but they still have more European descent than African Americans and Haitians. Interestingly enough, remains of Dominicans from 16th century shows that their makeup was more similar to Cubans back then, but over time, increasingly became more African. Black are the Dominicans, really. The answer.
There you go. Y'all want to hear one more time?
No. Sammy Sosa's not black. He's white.
I was going to tell you.
They did Sammy Sosa wrong. I don't know why.
They did it wrong. Goddamn self wrong. Nobody do him wrong. Now, but you know what? That's not surprising. The only thing I would say, Lord knows.
Let's listen to it one more time. Listen to it one more
time.
Yeah,
listen to it.
No.
The only thing
we're good.
The only thing I would say, and just in a general statement about Dominicans is, and I would say the same thing for Puerto Ricans and even Cubans. This notion of trying to hold on so hard to this Native American ancestry that's pretty small in all of them. It's exceptionally small. That's all I'm sitting there saying. It's like it's the least amount of DNA, and that's simply because those fucking Europeans killed them off through disease and shit.
Right.
So even Cuba, the Puerto Rico, and I think in Puerto Rican they got like 20% Taino DNA. It's not very high there. And it's not very high in Cuba because the explorers, when they went to these islands, they brought diseases like smallpox and measles. And a lot of the native indigenous people didn't have immunity to these diseases, which killed them off. So over the years, the amount, that's why it's like, it just seems crazy. It's like, why y'all keep hollering Taino when probably less than 5% of y'all motherfuckers died in Taino?
But listen, now, Rico, you're wrong. I disagree with you. You gotta let them respect their heritage, just like we as African Americans respect ours.
No, I'm not.
But it sounds like it. It sounds like it, Rico. What you're saying is because they only have. Listen to what you said. You said because the percentage is so small, why they always hollering Taino? That's their heritage. If they want to uplift that, you got to let them uplift that.
Okay,
they probably want to uplift it.
Okay, easy.
All right.
I'll go with you 100%. Then why are they fucking overlooking their fucking African, which is high?
Politics.
See, that's
all right then. Yes, I agree with you.
Listen, easy. That's the point. The point is, I'm like, if you're going to uplift the smallest part of you, how do you ignore the larger part?
It's not the largest. It's not the largest, Rico.
It's not even close to. In other words, that percentage is so small throughout the fucking population of anybody who has Taino blood. But the overwhelming proportion of you is European. And you know what I always get them is? I'm like, can y'all stop saying European? Because if we talking about race, can y'all just say white? Mm-hmm. Can you just say white? Because that's the race of Europeans. European is not a race. It's a continent. You're white and black and a little bit of fucking indigenous. That's what you are. You're predominantly white, a good chunk of black, and a little bit of indigenous. That's it. So if you're gonna say
but that's not cultural. The thing is cultural. I hear what you're saying. You're going by the DNA number.
Then culturally, it culturally bring up fucking Africa because culturally that's a part of it. Because most of them I'm like, you only know about the Taino culture what you read in the books because you ain't lived it. It's not a lived experience. Y'all have not lived through Taino history, food, culture. You only reading about the shit in the books. So fair. If you're going to uphold the 5%, uphold the other 35%.
Hey, easy. Why is it wrong for me to teach and let them know that they gotta Latinos in all of the world have the Dominican Republic has the most African genes in the whole wide world.
Oh well, I was joking when I was saying that. I don't think it's wrong of you to do that.
I didn't know if you.
I remember you. I was joking, but I know that it's I remember you did the video where you went and saw your wife's father, your father-in-law, and you was talking to him about the African. He said they didn't teach them that in school. That's not something they taught them.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah. So all I'm saying is
Columbus.
All I'm saying is most Dominicans that I know, and I only learned this recently, don't accept or see themselves as African descendants or associating with blackness or African.
Okay.
Whereas an African American, I take pride in being an African American.
Yeah.
Even with all the pain and suffering that I went through, my people are still here and thriving. You see what I'm saying?
Easy.
So
I'll give you a perfect example. I did my DNA test through Ancestry.com. I found out that I'm 39% Nigerian, which is the largest, but I got a little bit of fucking Scottish in me. You think I'm gonna be running here hollering about, I got some Scottish in me. I got some, because it's fucking stupid. I don't look like I am.
Guinness stout, please.
Right. See what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you.
It would listen what I'm saying. Now, if I go with your logic, I should be celebrating all that shit in my ancestry that came back at 2%, 1%. That
No.
Can see.
No, listen, you're missing the point.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. Like, one of the things I hate when somebody says they're mixed race or they're black and white. Right. If you look black, the cops are not going to stop you and be like, hey, he got a white mother. Let's treat him better. You know what they're going to say? They're going to interact with you like you're a black man.
Like Tiger Woods talked about that when he started playing golf. They was treating him bad, and he saw the racism when he first started playing golf.
I have to interject. Because
I just want to finish this point. The Taino thing, that's their culture from that island. Just like the Puerto Ricans or the Cubans. I think they have every. Oh my goodness! It's part of their cultural history. That's part of their cultural history. They have a right to celebrate that, and I encourage them to celebrate it.
That's right.
Easy.
I agree with you. Easy.
I will admit that that's their history, but they did not live any Taino culture because over the years, again, like you said, the Taino, most of them were killed off through disease and so on and so forth. So
I'm gonna say something very controversial.
Go ahead.
Rico, you African American?
Yes.
Descendant of American slaves?
Yes.
Do you take pride in Harriet Tubman?
The history of her, yes.
I take pride in her. I didn't live with what she went through. Neither did you. But I will celebrate. I'll celebrate her, and I want her to be on that $20 bill. That's my ancestor.
Sure, right. You can celebrate your ancestors. All I was pointing out, there's nothing. I'm not saying don't celebrate or acknowledge it. I'm just like, why? Again, like I said, I'm gonna tell you my shit.
Hey,
right?
While you look for that, Rico, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. I have driven around the Dominican Republic for the last 4.5 years. Man, it's so many indigenous statues everywhere, and Junior knows this. I was like, wow, man. I'm talking about even in the small little towns, they have indigenous statues of Indians and their children. And they're like, they got their thing around their head, and they got a spear and a bow and arrow in their hand.
You can't buy a black statue. You can't buy a black statue.
I didn't know that.
The biggest
I didn't know
in the
that.
Dominican Republic is a black man.
Yeah. So
is it what? The biggest statue in the Dominican Republic is what? A white man.
A black man.
So let me ask you a question.
I can't hear you, John.
Y'all didn't let me get my
a black man.
All right,
a black man. Go ahead. Well, Nikki, I just wanted to say that, and then go ahead.
Here's my question about that. So if someone has 24% heritage of whatever it is, should they not be proud of that 24%? Should they not acknowledge that, even if they know that part of their family? Should they not acknowledge that? Yes or no? Whether it be black, white, Asian, yes or no?
Yeah, they can
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so fantastic, because the conversation that was just had was that somebody shouldn't acknowledge whatever. I am 24% European, and I know my actual cousins, my third and fourth cousin, they're two white people, Dana and Anita. So I would absolutely not acknowledge that. And and this is no disrespect to, I can't remember who had said it about 4 or 5 minutes ago that, yeah, I don't like when people say that they have white or whatever, that their mom's white because the cops. I don't give a flying flip about a cop. My thing is I know my actual family and I have love for my family, but I also don't go around saying,
I said that.
Hey, I'm white. I don't go around saying that.
And that's my point.
I present as black. And I get your point.
Exactly.
And I get your point of that. And I'm also not going to deny that. And I also recognize that the only white part of me that shows up is in my natural growing hair. That's pretty much it. And maybe a smaller nose. Certainly doesn't show up in my full lips. I love those.
No
lips.
comment.
Go ahead, Junior.
But
Go ahead.
I was just
And that's why I would never deny that I'm part black, because I know it. I know where my family comes from.
That's my point. No one should be denying any part of who they are, is what I'm saying.
But there's Dominicans that are
prouder.
denying that they have African in them.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't, because where the hell you think your dark skin
You got your pigment from the melanin. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there saying, I'm looking at my DNA. I'm like, I'm 12% English. Why would I sit there and run around and I can claim it, but I'm going to look fucking stupid because y'all can see me?
But it's not about claiming it. It's
about
what
what
I'm
saying.
saying.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying is Dominicans know they have that small percentage of Taino and they celebrate that, and that's fine.
That's true.
They will celebrate the European. That's fine. And completely ignore
that's true.
A much larger percentage.
Right. The most obvious.
And my question is, if I'm going to say, oh, well, it's because I got more Europeans, so I don't care about the black, then you shouldn't care about the other part that's even smaller.
That's true.
Great point. I
agree.
I can't argue with you. I agree with you for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, Mr. Pepper says what Rico is saying, that the Dominicans don't speak about the African side, but praise the Indian side.
Correct.
Right.
The Indian side and the white side.
Right. I got white in me. I ain't talking about them motherfuckers. And here's the thing, what I always say, this is what I literally would tell a Dominican. They'd be like, we're mixed. I'm like, you don't think African Americans are mixed? We're all mixed.
Yeah.
All of us are mixed.
Right.
There's not a single motherfucker in America that's black that does not have mixed race in them. What we do is
I'm not mixed.
You got some mix in your ass too, Negro.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you do. What we do is this: we claim how we present, and we claim the dominant race. It doesn't mean that the others are not there, and we don't acknowledge and we don't accept. It's just like, because here's the thing: I tell everybody, it's not how you see yourself; it's how the world sees you. So I'm like, motherfucker, nigga, you can say you fucking purple. We don't see purple. Fuck what you talking about. And you have to navigate life like that.
That is true, Carl. You're right. But I want to say this. That's why I keep preaching, like, out of all Latino countries in the whole wide world, Dominicans have more African in them than any Latino country in the whole wide world. And that's why I tell these kids at the orphanage, like, don't forget about your African heritage.
Kim gonna kick your ass. Kim, right now. We gotta get that Negro. We gotta get out.
Yeah, so it's just amazing how they don't really want to talk about and it's like, I didn't know that until recently, but that even gives me more reason to go out and say, hey, and I'm gonna starting off like that. The Dominican Republic Latinos, you guys are Latino and y'all have more African in y'all than any Latino country in the whole wide world. And it's a beautiful thing. And the indigenous part is a beautiful thing, and the European part is a beautiful thing.
Stop saying European, white.
I'm sorry, white. Okay.
No, white. Because here's the thing, here's the crazy part about it is, I'm like, they'll say, we're Spanish. I'm like, in Spain, they identify as white. They actually do. And when you take your mixed race ass over there, they're gonna identify you. They're gonna see you too. And you know what they're gonna see? Negro.
But what about them guys that's real dark skinned, that's like in England, and they have that deep?
You don't have to be dark skinned, John. In England, just like America.
I'm asking, what about those guys that are from England and they have that accent? Are they treated differently?
Yes, they're black.
They're black.
No,
you consider them black.
They're black. Yes, they are. Stop.
No, I didn't say they wasn't. I'm just saying they were born and raised in England. They have the accent and everything.
They don't care.
They see? Do you
John,
think they see race?
It's the skin color.
John,
It's never gonna change.
Exactly. It doesn't
They
matter.
do say
Hey.
that they're English. They'll say they're English,
Hey.
but they also
say they're
say that
English.
they're black. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Hey.
sure. Or
Yeah.
they're British.
Lennox
Yeah,
Lewis.
and they'll say they're they'll say they're
British.
black for sure.
Lennox Lewis is black.
Like
Yeah. Thank you.
Ibis, what's his
Thank you,
name?
Lennox Lewis.
Elvis,
Thank
Lennox Lewis is
Idris
black.
Elbas. What's his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Idris Elba, black.
Yeah.
Idris Elba, yeah, he's black.
Idris Elba.
Lennox Lewis. Lennox
you can
Lewis got an English accent and he's black. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you can be over there trying to say, "Oh, I don't see race." And I tell people like, "Look, you can say that all you want, but it's really a silly notion because I agree we're all the human race. I don't disagree with that. But God damn it,
But Rico, let me say this.
Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. G Styles, y'all agree with this? He says the average Dominican doesn't look like an African American or Haitian. Junior looks just like one of us from America, a Black American.
No. I will have to agree with G Styles. There is a different look. I will have to agree with him on that.
Well, wait, we talk. Nick,
what look is that? I want to know.
Yeah, we're talking racially. We're not. I think we look different, but racially.
Okay, listen. If we're talking racial makeup,
yeah,
there's a similarity there. But I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay,
this is not racist, but I'm telling you the truth. If a black American, a Haitian, a Dominican, and let's say a Puerto Rican, all four walk up to me, I personally think that I could tell you which was which. That's not the average. That's not.
I respect that.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying to you. But here's the thing: I didn't say anything about complexion. I didn't say anything about any of that. What I'm saying to you is, and I've had this conversation even with a Dominican taxi driver that was with me. He overheard a Haitian asking me if I was Haitian, and he said to me, "You don't even look Haitian." And I said, I agree. I think I look like a Black American, like whatever, you know what I mean? He said, I can spot a Haitian a mile away from a Dominican. And I said, I can too, because I've been in DR for so long, I can spot it, especially with women and even with some men.
I agree with you with the women. It's no way Junior could be walking down the street in the United States or in the Dominican Republic, and you can say, and you wouldn't know what Junior is.
And he didn't open his mouth.
I specifically would. I do it all the time. But the average, listen to me. I said the average American who knows nothing about Dominican culture, they would not.
So
but because I've been dating Dominicans for 17 years, immediately I would go up to him and be like, "Oh yeah, are you Dominican?"
No.
I've done it several times, bro.
Go ahead. That's good, Nikki. Go ahead, Carl. Carl, go ahead. Carl.
Hey, if you look at the panel, right? We're all saying that we're black, different colors. But listen, look at the panel. Look at how different various shades that we are. Different shades of dark brown, chocolate brown color. That's what we are. We come to the same people. What's on the side here and what's my shirt? This is black. My skin is brown, dark brown. John, light brown. Right. Rico, light brown. Junior, brown, dark brown. And PMR, brown. The Europeans put that connotation of black and white on us. They ain't white. We ain't black. We are different shades of the different colors in the ground. The darkness of us. They Caucasians, they red. Their skin come out looking reddish looking. Okay? But no uncertainty. Everybody on this panel, we all come from the same. Every last one of us.
Hey, Carl, you think you can see? I mean, Nikki says she can. Can you see the difference between like Junior? Let's use Junior for example. Could you tell like, hey, could you tell the difference?
Yeah, I can see the difference. I see the difference.
I'm calling bullshit on both of y'all. I'm calling bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Listen, real quick. Dominicans don't know. when I first got here and I used to walk El Conde all the time, they thought I was black until I opened my mouth.
Exactly.
Right.
And what I'm saying is this, maybe his mannerisms would give it off, but I can tell you I know personally damn near 100 African Americans that's not Dominican that would be fucking Junior's identical twin. So we're saying just on the phenotype, the complexion is undescribably the same complexion as African American because we're all mixed. We're an admixture. Whether you're in Brazil, whether you're in Colombia, whether you're in the DR, we all have this admixture of skin color. So you can't tell me his skin color looks any different, just a different shade, and we come from all of them. But even his phenotype, you know, I'm like, I can find 100 African Americans that would be his fucking twin. So if he didn't speak,
exactly,
if he never spoke, and now of course, you know, once he starts doing the little Dominican bop, or he speaks, or the certain mannerism, you gonna pull that out. But
that's what Nikki probably picked that up too. Nikki
I'll tell you the perfect example. I literally, every time I fly into Punta Cana, you know what they do? They send my black ass to the Dominican line. They literally do, and I have to tell them I'm American.
Right.
They send me. I'm like, no.
Because you got a water, because your head, you got a water head like a lot of Dominicans.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is why am I consistently being confused as being Dominican? Because I didn't think I looked nothing like him, but since I've been going to the country, so many people think I look Dominican. And I was
say this, Dr. Moore, shout out to Dr. Moore. He's here right now. I'm gonna be doing a video tomorrow with him. But Dr. Moore says, guys, regardless to what they think, they are the black gene dominance, all genes, period. So their individual pride has no merit.
Yeah, he's right on that.
You agree with
that?
Yeah. He on the nail. We have the dominant gene. Everybody comes from us.
Now, G Styles, let me say this. I'm gonna put that up. What you're saying is true, but you said walk through again.
Read it, Rico. Read it, Rico, please.
Walk through Washington Heights on New York City, and I guarantee they will speak to you in English and won't think that you're Dominican. Absolutely. But what is that? What is the cues? My mannerism, how I move, my behavior. I'm not moving like a Dominican in Washington Heights. I'm gonna be moving like an African American. So they have familiarity in Washington Heights. But they know African Americans and Dominicans of a black shade, so they can pick up on the difference. I'm saying if I'm just sitting in a chair and I don't say anything, and there's another dark-skinned Dominican that's there's no words, there's no movement, there's no nothing. I don't know to me, a Dominican looks like everybody else. They're not any different. And so,
are you sure that he was referring to you, or was he referring to?
He grabbed me by my fucking arm.
No. I'm talking about G Styles, honey. Is G Styles referring to you, or is he referring to Junior? Because the comment came up when Junior was talking about the same thing that you were saying. So I don't know whether he was referring to you or to Junior.
But like I said, here's the thing: Isaiah Romero, right? I don't think I look like. So his comment here, I don't look Dominican. I would agree with that. I don't look like, if you're Dominican, I certainly don't present like that type. What I think is the misnomer is everybody is thinking that Dominicans have a singular look. They do not.
That's true.
They do not. So people are thinking, oh, all Dominicans look like Romeo Santos. No, they fucking don't.
They don't.
And Romeo Santos. And to let you know, Romeo Santos is half Dominican, half Puerto Rican.
Okay, so. but whatever is they pushing this narrative that there's a particular look for a Dominican, for a Puerto Rican, for a Cuban. I'm like, no, none of these countries have a singular look. They all have a variety. We just talked about all the different additional ethnicities that come into the country and oftentimes will blend in. It changes over time. What do you mean? Environmental things change our look. You know what I'm saying? The food we eat changes our look. How Dominicans look today, they didn't look that way 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah, same as us. That's for sure. Yeah.
So stop saying they're all the same. It's not. Yes, thank you. They have different. Thank you, Bart. They have different variations of the phenotype because they are a mixture of everything. They are all these things. There is not a singular look for Dominicans, for African Americans, for Haitians mostly, but they don't have a singular
Rico. Basically, you need to eat you more rice and beans, and you might get that Dominican look.
I don't want it. I don't want. I'm like
you might get that Dominican look.
I'm gonna be like up in Costanza. Fuck that shit. I ain't gotta listen.
Hey yo. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the Italians, right? When you see a picture of an Italian from Sicily, he look black, right?
That is true.
But if he's compared to the average white person from here, they're not the same people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Same thing.
What most Dominican? No, that's a good point, dear Mark. Quan says, go back, Rico. Quan says most Dominicans have a yellow tint to their skin.
I think they have more of a red tint than yellow.
But here's the thing. Let's be honest.
Domingo has like that reddish tint, not like Nikki.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a lighter red. Yeah.
Let's pretend Quan is right. Most of them do, not all of them. So you still have to open your mind to that. Okay, most is 55 or 60%.
Nah, but
other
I would
40% don't.
No. For me, even Dominicans that are my complexion and darker, to me, they have a red undertone. I've noticed that.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture of my father. I'm gonna show you a picture of my father.
Junior, what do you think? What do
He's
you think?
Yellow
or red? Yellow or red?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say red.
Yes.
Right.
It's not yellow.
I'm gonna show you a picture of my father. He's like Rico's complexion. Hold on a second.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
here's the thing. I think maybe he's confusing light skin with yellow.
No, but
and
look,
that's no disrespect, but
they even talk about in Dominican families where children look the complete opposite in the same family, where one will be almost white presenting and one is almost black presenting in the same fucking family.
Look at my mother. Hold on. Let me see if you can see it. Right. This thing focuses.
Bring it up a little closer. I want to see your mom. Yeah, see your mom.
Take your blur off, bro. Take her
blur off. It's got a
blur.
Yeah,
take her blur off. Yeah. Because I make a joke, just as a side note, you guys were waiting on that. I make a joke to my mom. I call her yellow leg because of the fact that we have a little bit of Chippewa Native American in our background, but my mom is like fair skinned. So sometimes I call her, Yellowfoot or yellow leg. So that's how genetics works sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I'm darker than she is.
That's right. Let me see. No, you got to
angle it. Okay. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's your mom?
That's my mother. She just turned 74.
Yeah. Beautiful young lady.
Happy birthday to her.
Is your dad dark skin or light skin?
Nah, he's light skin too.
Oh, wow.
Both of my
parents look like, but you came out darker than both of them.
Yeah.
Both of my parents are lighter than me too, bro.
Right, because see, people don't realize sometimes your genetics.
Look at my grandfather. Look at my mom's father.
He's darker,
he's dark.
right?
Yeah, he's dark.
Stop. Bring it up a little closer.
He's dark. So I was getting ready to say that. You know your genetics. Genetics can skip a generation.
Yeah.
So it didn't pass to his children, but it passed to you. Yours, you might, I don't know how your kids look, Junior. They might
my kids look white. They're Irish and German.
Right. See?
Right. So like Rico got the ugly gene and it crossed over, and then his other family members are not ugly.
Right. But what I'm saying is true. It's like a lot of genetics don't necessarily pass down through every generation. Sometimes it skips a generation or two and represents itself. Like, where the fuck did this come? Like, it blows me away with my 5'7" ass. I got a kid that's like 6'1". Like, you sure that boy mine? We always been short. I mean, like, really, like the height. But then my grandfather was tall. So I'm like,
it's true. Look, I know where I get my darkest complexion from. Both of my great grandparents are like black, like dark. Right. So I get that's where
Nikki G Style says Nikki is right because of the Native American admixture. That's why they have that red tint. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, you might be right, G Style. I'm just gonna say I would argue more that really none of these countries have a singular phenotype. So when we say how a Dominican look, I'm like, you got to give me at least a half a dozen different looks, because it's no one look. Because I can look at all these motherfuckers that I know are Dominicans, like they don't look the same. Right? They do not at all.
That's right. That's right.
They do not look the same in phenotype. Some I've seen some with wide noses. I've seen some with the very narrow noses. I've seen some with plump lips. I've seen motherfuckers with skinny lips. Like, what are you talking about? There's not a singular look is all I'm trying to push, or at least an understanding of. So
G Style says my Dominican wife is the same complexion as me, but had long straight hair
and a thin nose. Junior nose ain't thin. He got that black nose like the rest of us. That's how he know he black.
Exactly.
He got that black nose. Exactly.
No, he got it. He don't have a black nose.
Shit, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. He ain't got no thin nose. He don't have them little tight nostrils and that little.
He got now. Nikki got a thin nose like a.
Some of the blacks have a white nose. There's not a
on my grandfather's side.
I got a small nose.
Listen, I have my grandfather's nose. They call it the Smitty nose. All right. Okay. His mother was the one that was Chippewa Native American, white and black. So that's where that came from. But I got these big, nice lips from somebody. I thank them, whoever they were.
Look at my grandmother, my mother's mother. Hold on.
No, angle it a little bit better. It's a glare. A little closer.
Is she white? Because we're no.
She's brown skin. She is complexion.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow. She's lighter. She's way lighter. Huh? But my grandmother's family comes from the island of St. Croix. My grandmother was adopted by a Dominican family.
See?
Wow.
Because she was born. Her father was he worked on ships. So my grandmother was born on a ship, so they had to give her away she was an adopted kid.
Wow.
So Dominicans adopted her.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
but St. Croix, that's still Caribbean too.
Yeah, that's an island. Yeah.
But here's the thing. And the funny thing about it is, I'm not gonna say, because of course Kim and his crew will get butt hurt. I would sit there and say is like, if you ask the average Dominican, can they trace their ancestry all the way back or back far enough? We know these are all oral stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my mama said that, and I'm like, one thing I do know about oral histories, people change shit around when they passing it down to make it feel more favorable. So like you said, I'm like, and I've been reading about, I'm like, no, there are a lot of Dominicans that came from a lot of the surrounding countries and surrounding islands, which is a different phenotype.
Mm-hmm.
But
like Curaçao,
right? What's the commonality is most of them, if they're dark skinned, are descendants of slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, King says, did you know that actor Miguel? Who is that? Miguel Nunez Jr. is Dominican.
He's an actor. He's the guy that played in the movie where he was the female. He dressed up like a female basketball player. Fuck.
Oh,
Miguel Nunez. He was in Life with
what he was in Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Yeah, remember? There you go. Look. There you go.
I did know that. Yeah,
I told you that, Junior. The Cocolo. Right.
Cocolo.
Thank you, Junior. Thank you.
Remember the movie Life with Martin Lawrence and and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
The gay guy was Miguel Nunez.
I got you. Yeah.
He's the gay guy.
Hey, June Rodriguez. Shout out to June. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. King prayed everyone knew Miguel Nunez were Dominican. He just American Dominican. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah. Absolutely. G Style says absolutely Rico is right about the that a lot of Dominicans in San Pedro and Samaná are from English-speaking Caribbean islands. They call them that word right there.
But I gotta make one correction, G Style. Samaná are not from English-speaking Caribbean. They're from the United States.
Mm-hmm. Right. Like my grandmother's both her last name. One is Johnson and the other one is Block.
Right. So there's the actual history is the Samaná Americans, and they've been here in the DR since 1844. So you're gonna tell me they're not
any of this? Wow, that's so interesting.
They all have last names like Williams, Johnson, Smith. Mm-hmm. They kept their last names from America. The majority of them came from the mid-Atlantic area, Pennsylvania. Frederick Douglass negotiated at that time. The DR was controlled by Haiti. So the Haitian government at the end of slavery said, "Would you let them come here?" Because it was still slavery, and they'll be free. And that's the Samaná Americans. So I'm like, okay, so they've been here over 150 fucking years. Now you gonna tell me they're not Dominicans? Seriously?
Right.
The majority of them are black. They speak English. They're still Protestant. They're not Catholic.
Right.
So when you go to the Samaná Peninsula, most of those churches are Protestant churches, and they still practice everything from America. So I'm like,
right. Hey, Harris has a good point, and we're gonna wrap it up with our final thoughts. I mean, when I'm walking in the grocery store or at the ATM machine, they said, man, they all think they just start speaking Spanish to me. They don't think that I'm American. I mean, can you see that, Junior?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you too.
Till you say something stupid.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you guys this. When I first got to the country, literally on my first trip, I know that I walked around with a look on my face of like, oh my God, I'm here. I'm finally here, kind of a thing, right? Mm-hmm. But once I became comfortable and had just a regular, I'm walking around, whatever, nobody talked to me differently. Everyone began to speak Spanish with me as well. So I think that also has a lot to do with it. And then
the
also,
way you dress too,
the way Dominican as well.
Dominicans dress different than.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why I say those are the keys. Yeah, those are the cues. The way you dress, your mannerisms, and of course, if you don't speak the language. But if you just didn't say, because again, like I said, if I'm walking through Santo Domingo, I got on flip-flops and fucking shorts. You don't see a lot of Dominican men. No, they wear long. It'd be 150. These motherfuckers got these long ass hot pants on. They just will. And a long sleeve shirt.
Black Crypto. Remember he told us the story he had. I picked him up. He had long pants on like back in the day. It was the long shorts, baggy shorts that passed his knees up. That was it's almost what they call them, short pants or whatever. I don't know what they call them.
They know he in America.
And no, they thought he was
capris. They call capris.
Yeah,
capris. They thought he was Haitian, and they pulled him over. They was like, "Hey, where's they?" They start speaking Spanish. Like, give me your identification. He was like, "No, I'm American." He had like some cross-colored shirt on. He looked like he really did look like a Haitian, because Haitians do wear those baggy clothes sometimes. And I say, man, you look just like you was Haitian.
Hey, you know what's funny? I've had them to tell me that they're like, I've had Dominicans be like, why was a Haitian lady asking me for Haitian? You don't even dress like a Haitian. I'm like, right. I don't, dude, and I don't look Haitian. And again, no disrespect to Haitians, but I see how they're dressed and their hairstyles and all that. No, cut it
Hey,
out.
hey, if I come there, hey John, I got locks, right? You see, I
Right.
got locks, right?
Right.
What do if y'all just seen me? What would y'all think?
You're
You're
Haitian.
American.
Haitian.
Haitian.
Yeah.
No, Haitian.
Get a little closer.
Haitian.
Get a little closer to the
American.
screen,
Hold on.
DMR.
One
Let
more
me see
time.
you.
One more time, DMR. One more time.
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah.
No, your forehead is a little different. Now Haitians'
Yeah.
foreheads are a little
See
different.
that?
You might
See,
get
look.
confused. You might get confused, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, I
you
might
might.
get confused.
You might. Just say something real fast.
Shout out to David Lee. What's going on,
Huh?
bro?
Just when they come up to you, say something real fast.
Hola.
No, don't speak Spanish. Speak English.
Yeah,
Just
speak
say,
How you
English.
doing, sir?
Don't even try. Don't
How you
even try.
doing, sir?
Yeah. Right. Hey,
Hey,
Quan says Dominicans don't have dreads. DMR. Some of them
yes,
do.
they
Quan.
do.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of them now. That's like
Yeah.
the style. Who
Yeah.
said that? They totally have locks right now.
Some
Oh
of
my
them
God.
do. DMR.
That's the style.
A lot.
I
A
do
lot.
DMR.
Especially Dominican rappers.
It depends where you to the area too. Mostly in
And
the
I
hood.
know one thing. All them motherfuckers got a ponytail.
Ooh, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
a
And
Dominican.
add them
I love
fucking
a Dominican
ponytail where they get a
ponytail.
nice haircut and put that shit on the top. Like,
oh yeah.
yeah,
I
right.
love a Dominican
That's
pony.
Dominicans with good hair.
Right, exactly.
I
You
love
ain't
a
got that
Dominican
good
with
hair.
a
You
pony.
got
My
that.
nappy ass.
You got
My
that
nappy
Negro
ass don't
hair.
have that.
Hey, Rico, I do admit I got the Negro hair. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. I got Negro hair. It's
Yeah.
long, but I got.
It
Right.
look good, man. It look good, brother. Hey, as we wrap it up, Junior, we're going on the first. Where we going on the first? Tell everybody where we're
We're
going.
going to the Three-Eye National Park, which is
Oh, I've been wanting to go
Okay.
there.
called in Spanish called Tres Ojos. There's three different. They call it
We'll
three
go
eyes.
again when
Because
you
there's
come
three
there.
different caves
Mm-hmm.
that are this spot of the island. It's actually going towards the airport, but not. It's like off of
Is it in La
Las
Caleta?
Americas. But it's going like it's the same highway you take towards to go towards the airport.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm jumping subjects again, but Rico, Junior and I are going to go do an interview on those people that came from Philadelphia. What's the people called again, Rico?
Samana Americans. It's
Samana Americans.
Yes.
Junior,
Okay.
Samana.
we're gonna go, man. We're gonna go.
Yes,
The
definitely.
two things about that is obviously you got the history of the Samana Americans, and in addition, I think Samana is where they do the whale. You wait until whale season,
Yeah, well seasoned.
so you can get both things because they have the whale mating season in the Samana Bay,
And they also have the turtles too, the sea turtles.
Oh, okay, and that's the huge. Those are the two huge big draws that I think would be good content to put out and show.
I have an awesome video where we were in between three huge whales on the boat, and one whale came up so close to us, and he waved at us like real close to us, and I was scared that he was gonna flip the boat over. But
wait, where was this?
Well,
I'm gonna send you the video. It was
Samana. They have whale watching.
I'm telling you, all the best things have happened when I am not around. What the heck?
Hey, as long as it ain't a shark, John, as long as it ain't a shark, I'm all right.
But I think I've seen whales in Santo Domingo. Somebody said that they've been off the Malecon before. You don't see them.
Yeah, they
They usually don't come up that far, but they have.
They have. Yeah,
they have, but they usually don't.
But Samana is like you all because they do whale tours because like every year at whatever month, all the whales come there to breed and make the babies and get pregnant. So
I'm gonna repost that video so people can see it. I'm talking about it was amazing. I was a little scared because it was so close. It was spitting water on us.
Your ass was a whole lot scared. Wouldn't little my ass. You was a whole lot scared.
Hey yo, John, are you saying the blue whales? Or are you saying those big, real, whales,
the big ones,
big blue whales?
The big ones.
I think it might be humpback. I don't think DMR. I don't think they blue whales, but I think they're the humpback, which is like
the humpback whales.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're the
okay,
second
okay.
biggest. The blue is the
Right,
biggest.
right, okay.
The second. They still big as a motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
and they
Hey,
say,
as
you know,
we-
like if you there at that time, you see them jumping out the water
Mm.
and stuff like that. So that's why I say go that time of year. You
Right,
can probably
right.
get a lot of good content of them up there.
All right, we're gonna close it out. So I'm, I just wanted to say how the trollers. I'm gonna start off. The trollers, they really hurt my feelings and they make me cry when I get off the live, and they be hurting my feelings. So anyway, y'all go ahead and close it out. Go ahead. What you got, Carl? What you got to say about these trollers? You go first, brother. And I love having you up here.
Thanks. I say ignore them, and they're gonna say what they're gonna say. Let them hate. We're gonna still keep doing what we're doing, and that's just that. It ain't gonna stop. Ain't gonna stop the Dominican Route.
Clap.
Keep on putting out this content. Okay, so keep it up. Let's keep it rolling.
Thank you, brother. Hey, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, brother, and thank you so much for being on the live.
All right, see you guys. Have a good one.
Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go next? I just want to say that every time haters hate on me, I jump off of a bridge and I end it all because I cannot handle the fact that someone else thinks terribly about me and I care so much that I just can't handle my life. No, but on a serious note,
that's cool. That's not, I guess they think that.
Of course. They have an imagination, But no, on a serious note, guys, I'm gonna end it the same way that I ended it a couple of times ago. No one else's opinion of you should ever change your opinion of you. You are awesome. We are all awesome. I love you guys, and bye.
Love you too. Take care, Nick.
Love you, John. Bye, guys.
All right, Nick.
Bye. All right, who next? DMR, you want to go next, or
Yeah. I just want to say to the haters, I'm gonna pray for you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just pray for you, man, because I can basically go off on John's channel, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm an older man. I ain't got time for no stress, pitting my stress level up over nothing. So again, I'm gonna just pray for y'all. And John, I can't wait till I get there next month to see y'all, man. God willing, I just can't wait. You just don't know, man.
we're gonna have a good time, brother. You be blessed, man. I'll see you soon, okay?
All right, John. All right, y'all. All right, panel. Peace.
Love you, man. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, Junior, man, we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. So on the 1st, you're gonna be free.
Well,
on
we
the
have
1st?
to. I would think we have. Can we change it to the 2nd? Because Dr. HP, I was taking him over to Punta Cana, driving him over there. So if we could do it, also depending on what the time, me and him still scheduling the time for me to take him over there. If we could do it Sunday, Sunday the 1st, Sunday the 2nd.
Okay, so Dr. HP is going with us?
No, he's actually going to Punta Cana. Let me see.
Okay, gotcha.
June the 1st is on Saturday.
So yeah, we'll schedule it for the 2nd. That's fine.
We'll schedule that for the 2nd. Dr. HP, we'll do that for you, and we can, so we can link up. But I want to say towards the haters, without the haters, that motivates us. Well, it motivates me when someone is hating on me for me doing something good. Brother. That motivates me to keep going.
Yes.
I go forward. I don't go backwards like a crab. I move forward. You give me that energy and that fire to move forward. So keep hating. Whoever's hating, and keep hating.
And they keep watching the channel. They're helping out with the algorithm and the views.
Exactly. So I just want to say, we had a good topic today, even though we got off a little bit.
Right.
I know, I like that. I myself, I learn something every time we I'm in this live. There's things that I learn, things that I take.
Hey, I want to say this before I pull you down. You and Manuel, man, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the family, because you guys are Dominicans, and Rico talks about it all the time. Like, just having that, those you guys and all other Dominicans on the channel, I appreciate it.
Let me just say this before you pull him down, Junior. What I appreciate about you the most, like I said, I love Manuel as well. But your superpower is you have the perspective of both countries. You know what I'm saying? As a Dominican, oftentimes, like I said, Manuel, we love him. That brother is rock solid, but he hasn't been to the U.S. yet.
Yeah.
So his perspective is all Dominican. Yours is both. So, not saying you know more than him, because I don't believe that. But when I hear your perspective, I know, okay, Junior's got two perspectives when he looks at what a problem is. And that's hard to find, even though Coach has been there for 5 years. I'm like, yeah, but he's still a fucking American. He's not embedded enough yet. He's better than I am.
Right, but people don't want to hear my damn like you said. Go ahead, Rico. I'm sorry.
And it's crazy because, like I said, I've only I was born here, left at the age of 8, so it's like a lot of things myself I'm learning now because when Mom took us out of here, we came back. We left in '86, came back in '88. I never came back to 2017.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So I'm learning a lot.
Another thing Rico's saying. You have Dominican blood in you. You were born here, so don't nobody want to hear from no damn American that's been here for 5 years. So you give more substance. Like I can say one thing and then you say it, and they'll be like, okay, Junior said it, and he's
even though you saying the exact same shit that he said, right?
Right.
It's like, my God, I just said that. But no, we don't listen to the Negro. We only listen to the Dominican. It's like
the Dominican Negro. That's right.
Negro.
And that's like you're gonna be doing tours pretty soon. And when we start the tours next month, how does it look with an American guy saying, hey, over here, this is where Christopher Columbus' house was. Don't nobody want to hear no dog American.
Goddamn mosquito. No, but like I said, I appreciate, this live that you have, this YouTube that you have created, because I sometimes miss, like the only time I spoke, English while living here was working in a call center. So it's like being around, people that speak English that know where I've been or where I've been, it's like, it feels good. Even though, I remember when I was at John's house the other day, I said a word and he, it's like we both started laughing because
we laughed at it.
I forgot what the word was. It was something that, we could relate to.
It was a slang word and we both laughed at it.
And then being around Manuel, he might not know that slang word. So it's like, I feel good. Like
right.
Like, don't get me wrong. I miss certain things.
We said roly-polies. Roly-polies.
Yeah, roly-polies.
Right.
Like I miss certain things.
Well, we looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I miss certain things from being in the States.
Right.
Of course. So being around Domingo, being around being around Americans, it makes me feel like I'm at home,
Right.
Even though I'm here in the DR, but no matter what, I'm still gonna feel a stranger in my own country.
Yeah,
right.
I definitely understand, brother. I definitely understand.
It's that's how it is. Hey man, Dominga coming to get me. My baby coming to get me. So hey Junior, I'm gonna see you soon, brother. I'm gonna take you down. Thank you so much, brother. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Rico, feel better.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.
Later. Rico, and who else we got? Easy.
I'm hiding. Hey, listen, it was an excellent live. Had a great time. I actually feel younger. Rico, I'm happy you're feeling better.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. And John, good night. Hey, how you doing, Miss? How you doing, Miss Coach John, Miss Domingo? So that really was a great conversation, man.
It was fun.
Learned a lot.
Yep.
And you got to send me that link. And you got to send me the link to the statue. The big statue says a black.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's the biggest one. It's on the Molly Cone. I forgot his name, but yeah, he's holding his mouth like this, and he's telling all the European people, "Let my people go home." He was indigenous, but you can tell he has a lot of African. He has the wide nose and everything, and it's the tallest statue that I have seen in the Dominican Republic, and he's yelling out.
Which Malecon?
On the Malecon in Santo Domingo.
Okay, all right, I gotta look it up. Thank you, bro.
It's very close to the colonial zone also, but it's right off. You know where all the boats and stuff have the freight and all that is right there. And soul told me like he's yelling out like, "Stop killing my people! Stop! Let my people go!" He tried to fight the Spanish, but I think he was killed or whatever. But he was asking for help, and that was cool. How the Dominican Republic represents him like as one of the main characters in the Dominican Republic. You know, he has his hands like this, saying, "Leave my people alone," and it's cool. I'll find it for you.
All right then. Good live. I look forward to your call, John. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you. You take care, brother. All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Rico, man, thank you. So good to have you back, brother. I'm gonna let you go, man. Go ahead and for your final thoughts.
Yeah, I just want to say, it felt good to be back, and it was a good conversation. Trolls gonna be fucking trolls. I'm pretty sure right now he's somewhere clipping this shit up, calling us all kinds of names. You messing with kids. I got an ugly wife. We both want to be Latino. All other kinds of stupid shit. Black people are ugly and stupid and ghetto. The same shit over and over again. So,
right.
To our number one.
I thought they were going to pop up today and try to have some balls to come up, but they didn't.
To our number one supporter, we love you too. You know, we know you're watching us. We're watching you. That's right. Fine. I will say this, and I'll say it again. I am open to the critique and the criticism because I think we can learn from it. But if you're just going to be silly to be silly, no, nobody's not listening to that. So with that, I don't even care about that.
Like, look at his lips. Look at his lips. Yeah. Look at it. Like, what are you talking about?
And again, if you want to come over here and challenge me or challenge Coach, you're going to have to be on cam. Don't come over here asking for no special permission. Don't come. That's right. If you believe in your rhetoric and the racist shit that you say, you're going to have to put your motherfucking face to it. We are not going to allow you to hide behind an avatar and some fake job or whatever that you claim that you got is so important and powerful that you can't be seen, because we know it's all bullshit. Everybody that does it, no, people want to be racist and bullies and hyperbolic and vitriolic while also maintaining anonymity. So right. Almost everything I said, you see me. You see my face. So I don't get to hide. So if you're going to have that conversation with me or Coach, you don't get to hide either. It's just that simple.
That's right.
Now, I do want to say this.
Hey, I appreciate it.
To the subs real quick, and I'm going to leave. You won't see me probably for the next 2 Sundays. I'm not dying or having another heart attack. I'll be traveling. So let me
make sure you get a lot of video. Make sure you do some videos for us.
Well, if anybody looking for me next Sunday, where Rico? He's traveling. And I'm going to try to, if time permit, but I don't make any promise, because I'll be visiting with my son, his wife, and my grandkids. And I plan on getting a lot of content. If you think El Salvador was good, Europe is going to be 100 times better because I got more trips planned. And I think I got a better handle on recording videos. So expect the Dominican Route European tour to be coming up pretty soon. Go ahead, Coach. Are you frozen? Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, can somebody put a 1 in the chat? If you can't, I'll assume you can't. Can anybody put a 1 in the chat if you're still here and you hear me? Anybody? Oh, okay. All right. It must be Coach then. So he froze. I didn't. I'm gonna give him a second to see if he's gonna come back. Thank you, G Styles, Quan, and Rick. He's frozen. I think he's trying to come back in.
Y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
We got you now.
I think Domingo trying to pull the plug on the internet.
You and your $2 internet.
I know, right?
All right, I finished out. I just stayed up here so that
thanks, brother.
Continue. I'll see you shortly, brother.
All right.
Shout love you.
Everybody. Love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get down to love y'all, Dominican Route family. Y'all talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much for y'all's support. G Styles, you did a great job today. Pimp Boy, always. Quan, you did a wonderful job. Jeffrey, always good to see you on the channel. Dr. HP, I'll see you soon, brother. Rob, thank y'all so much. Junior, shout out to everybody. Darren Frazier, thank you so much. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.